gave it 1 year charge. Well, it just makes it more fun, right? No, I'll play Ricky tomorrow. Give him a chance to get me. Nice RP, dude. Thanks, man. People are saying I combat logged. I mean, I escaped. I was gone, right? True. Wasn't even in combat. People are probably going to be pissed that I pulled the car out there, but...
That's so long.
I'm not even necessarily sure how I feel about that myself, but it's like, also, what the fuck else are you... What else are you supposed to do? I don't know. Suit? Yeah. I don't think it's a big deal. I'm sure no one cares. Also, to get your car? Yeah. Like I said, I tried to do it long enough to where, you know, they could get shots on me and shit, right? But I didn't know that they couldn't access their car. All right, no suit. There's no time. I have guns? Of course I do. Court intro? No, we are going to court right now. 5 minutes to get the suit on? Yeah, 5 minutes to get the suit on. 1 hour late. I mean, it's not gonna happen. As much as I wanted to, we can't do it. So many PD guns. Shh. That's if I get fired. Looks so ridiculous with the suit. Guys, I don't even know what it is the thing. If I knew exactly what it was, I'd go there, but I don't. I don't know what it is in the fucking... Like, I don't know what it is. Also, is this the right server? It is. Like, 23 people are waiting. It's not gonna happen. With the suit.
Hey!
Ugh. Hey, how's it going?
Doing alright. So, little update here. We found out a little bit of shit.
Okay.
It seems like your wife's in PC right now. We don't know whether she's in there already or if she's on the way.
PC.
Protective custody.
Hey, Splainer, how
So
you
she's a
doing?
lesbian now.
Hey, maybe. Hey, you know how
Maybe
these
though.
chicks swing in this city do? One minute they love you, the next they're kissing on some other girl.
That's true, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man?
Man of the hour, what's up?
Hey, sorry about that. I got wrapped up in some other
Oh,
shit.
it happens. It's cool. Hey, one question. Where did you
Yeah.
grow up here? Where'd you grow up?
Yeah, in the parking lot.
Did you grow up in like a underprivileged area or like rich?
Yeah, I was spent a lot of time in an underprivileged area. On the
Which
south
one is it?
side. On the south side there. Spent
Okay,
a lot of
what-
time down there.
He used to have, you know, dogs fight each other.
I used to train dogs.
Yeah, right off Chamberlain.
Yeah, I used to train dogs. I spent some time there, and then I studied abroad for 15 years.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
they used to call him Gunpowder J.
That's right.
Yep,
That's 'cause
fed
I'd
him coke and gunpowder.
Feed the dogs gunpowder.
Yep.
We'll leave
Makes him
that
meaner.
out.
Makes him
We'll
meaner.
leave that out.
He was a legend. He was a legend on the set, man. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
had the best pit bulls. They had the biggest balls. That's how you know that they're good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Bigger the
good
balls,
at
better the dog.
good at companionship.
I mean, they were like fucking watermelons. That sometimes I'd have to, you know, I'd have to really train their hips just so they could carry their giant balls around. Some of them just, I'd have to put them
Snap
down
of a
just
finger,
because
yep.
their back legs would break, just because how big their balls were. So I'd have to
Well,
put them down.
I haven't seen Jean. You remember what I told
How could you
she's
miss
in-
Gene?
Well, she's
Am I
in.
right?
I'm kind of a chubby chaser myself. I shouldn't. I'm gonna shut up about that. But anyway,
Well, there's a chubby chaser and there's a hippopotamus hunter. Two different things.
She, as I said before, she's under protective custody, so she'll probably come in under escort. I haven't seen her yet.
You know how?
You don't think she's already inside?
You know those pictures of Jared
If she is,
before
I haven't seen
Subway? She looks like she ate that man.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Do I have time to go throw a suit on, or what's going on here? Are they ready to go? Are they
That's
pissed?
up to you. Yeah, I think most people are waiting. I haven't seen.
If
Jean,
if
but I'm
everyone's waiting, then we can just go.
okay, yeah. I mean, you look dashing right now. You know, keep your pose like that.
All right, Dad, you got this.
All right. Thank you, son. Son Mac. See you guys in there.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, don't know where the fuck the bitch is at.
Hello,
Or
Nettie.
start Movies or
Steele? How's it
Oh,
going?
hey,
Bailey. Hello.
hey,
How is everyone?
Jordan.
We're good.
How are we all? Good.
Oh,
well,
I'm doing fine and dandy and neutral.
Yep,
I am
very
also neutral. It is
Here
very
for
neutral
you,
to see you.
slash neutral.
Yeah, it's extremely bland to see you.
Very
as well,
neutral to
sir.
see you here. I have no feelings, one way or another.
Nope.
None whatsoever.
I don't even know this man.
Just a
I'm
bunch
sorry.
of
Who
public
are you
servants
again,
talking.
bitch?
Oh, there you go.
I mean,
We just
oh
work together.
my God, how could you call me that? My name is
Yep.
Nettie.
Wow, Nettie sounds like a stupid bitch name to me.
That was great.
That was good, right?
Yep.
He gets to be a trooper for 12 hours because he arrested someone and just wanted him to
Hey, there he is.
Who the hell just
Oh.
walked up?
Hey,
there he is.
There I
Hey there,
am.
cousin.
Hey,
How's
how's
it
it
going?
going? How is everyone?
Let's see. Is everybody
Pretty
here?
good.
Let's go see. Let's go see
Alright.
if everybody's here. Let's go get started, hopefully.
Sorry about the well.
The what? Did you win or lose?
Lost, and then the judge made a point to mention how there is no evidence. It was very confusing.
Wait, what?
I lost, and then the judge commented on how there was zero evidence to convict me.
Interesting. Okay.
Anyways. I felt good about that one, man.
There we go.
So that's all it takes, huh?
It must have been a sad
Well-
bus ride as they clamped the cuffs on you, you know, sent you upstate, you know.
You
Mm,
know,
I think so.
It's not a serious
Yeah, I would think so.
All right.
Derek, what are you
Okay,
doing?
That's perfectly fine.
All right,
Perfectly fine.
Ricky World 2, it's coming back.
All right.
That fuck that. That pissed me off. Ricky World 2.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Sorry.
This is my question. How many domino
God
sets do
damn
you
it,
own?
Snow.
Hello?
Domino sets.
It's okay. But your ass, Chief?
Yeah,
Ahead anyway. Hey, you got a you got a job opening?
That's exactly what I thought. Thank you so much, Your Honor. Of course they're
Yeah, we're gonna
vintage.
fire Tucker if you want his job.
God, I don't want to go to prison on Jordan, dude. People will hold it above. Dude, people are gonna hold it above my head.
I figured
Gross
that was the
word.
best way to explain
Hey,
who was next to
Cross,
you.
how you doing?
How many do you
Yo.
bring to the cookout, sir?
You all right? You feeling good today?
Three, I thought so.
I'm feeling
Wait, which side do I stand?
like
Right.
your lawyer is seeing.
It's like a wedding. You stand on the side
That's
of
why
the
I'm.
person
That's
you're
why I'm
here
where I
for.
am right now.
Because he wasn't answered for
Sir, you're
7
plenty
days.
black.
He wasn't what for 7
I gotta
days?
do this, I think, right?
He requested.
There you
He
go.
requested my presence 7 days ago, and no one
I'm
was
still
What are you
guessing.
talking about?
Oh.
What?
Well,
Is,
he's
currently
the
waiting.
the
Separated
people
way.
versus still right now.
I'm sure it'll be
Still
fine.
sound
Sounds like they're talking
Yes.
about it.
I'm sure the DOJ totally isn't corrupt.
Yes, sir.
Fuck the people.
No. DOJ's fine. It's in fine.
I mean-
it's in a fine state.
Are we back in the 60s?
Specific ones, anyway.
It's
Mhm.
fine.
Oh my god, I have so many needle points.
Are they the same?
I have so many.
All right.
so
Who
many
said
needle
Kermit
points.
Queen?
Who said
Alright,
it?
let's go ahead and bring this into
Thought that
order.
man
We
was
are
dead.
an hour late. Ladies
Okay.
and
Don't
gentlemen,
forget
let's
what we
go ahead
talked
and have
about,
a little
Steele.
order in the court.
Sort
Let's
of
go ahead
fucking
and
God.
everybody
I am not an
stand
alcoholic.
at
I had a mental
attention
breakdown.
to make sure everybody can be seen and heard.
It's all
at
law
this
enforcement's
time.
fault.
Is this for wind resistance, Bo?
What the fuck was that, Serge? Jesus Christ.
Cameron, what are you doing? Get up here.
We are gathered here today.
Yeah. Wind resistance.
I am Judge Buck Stanton. I will be presiding over the case of the People versus Jordan Steele. This is a criminal
He
action
was
suit.
grieving, and then she made it worse after
I
Diaz
will
died.
read the statement of
His
claim
best friend,
and
Metzger,
the list
his
of
best
charges
friend.
levied against Mr. Steele.
Walk, okay.
And
In this
we
outfit,
will proceed
needs to be a
as
casual
follows.
walk, okay? In the uniform. You can put
That being
yeah,
said,
they're right. You know what I'm saying?
statement of claim says on 11/30/2019, the defendant hit his own wife with his vehicle at Garage Q and left the scene. The defendant did not return to the scene at any point after hitting her with his car. Gene Steele was left injured from the incident. Now, before I go on, do we have
Where's that
everybody
dumb
that
bitch?
needs to be here? Counselors.
Where's Gene?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good. Okay. The list of charges
Where's
being levied
Gene?
against you, Mr. Steele,
Where's
is going to
Gene?
be felony hit and run and reckless endangerment. The sentencing, if found guilty, it is recommended that the defendant receive the normal time and fine as listed in the penal code. Duly noted. This recommendation has been noted. We will now move into opening statements.
Fucking DA. Fuck the DA.
We will begin with the prosecution. Prosecution, please bring your opening statement.
Who needs a DA? We got
Thank you, Your
GSF.
Honor.
Thank you.
That scares. I think there's
Sex,
an American snow behind
lies, manipulation.
you. There's only one snow.
Your Honor, in this case, the District Attorney's Office will clearly establish the way in which the defendant
Oh, it's just
recklessly
another dank leaf.
put his own wife's life in danger and nearly sent her to her own grave. A wound that placed Mrs. Jean Steele in the intensive care unit of Pillbox Medical Center. The District Attorney's Office will show you, through eyewitness testimony, that there is without a shadow of a doubt that the defendant belligerently and without care harmed his wife and left the scene with no remorse. Evidence attached will show you the injuries and pain that Mrs. Steele suffered through the hands of someone that made a vow to love and protect her until death do they part. Police reports will remind you of every gruesome detail. In a domestic violence
Oh, we're gonna
case
be here for a
such
while.
as this, it is important to get all sides of the story and even the history of the relationship between the two parties. After all is said and done, the District Attorney's Office knows you will make the right decision in the pursuit of the people's
What
justice.
do your elven eyes see, Legolas? That's all I have to say.
Defense, please, with your opening statement. Thank you.
Thank
Alright.
you, Your Honor.
Let's see how he does.
This is a case about an event which took place on November 30th, 2019. I am
Jesus
confident
Christ, really?
if we focus on that said event as well as the evidence or lack of evidence which is presented there, is no way the District Attorney's Office will be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that my client, Officer Jordan Steele, the current DOJ recognized Officer of the Year, is not guilty of all charges. I have no idea what the DA is talking about with sex lies or whatever rock and roll. We are here for two reasons: felony hit and run and reckless endangerment, which have to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. The word domestic violence, which was just mentioned, scares me, Your Honor. There's no charge. There's no assault charge.
Nice.
And
Nice.
I can see where this is going to go. Not guilty is the way, and not guilty is how we're going to prove today. Thank you.
Oh, he's got a rhyme!
Strong opening statement.
That was good.
Strong. That was a good rhyme.
That's
I
good.
liked that rhyme. Good rhyme.
Man, rhyming.
That was good.
I
Is he
can't.
talking? I
Are
can't
you-
hear
Okay,
him.
it's not for y'all. It's not for y'all.
Oh,
Okay?
sorry.
Y'all be
Sorry.
cool.
Change title. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Court God.
prosecution. Your first witness.
The prosecution would like to call Officer Bo Dean Tucker to the stand.
You got this.
This motherfucker. This motherfucker! Fucker!
Evening, Bellway. Please raise your left hand.
There we go.
Boo!
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you airborne?
Yeah.
Alright, Your Honor, this witness has been sworn in.
Boo bo.
Splainer? You're up. No, he's yours. Remember?
Oh, they don't even know. Oh, they don't even know.
So does everyone.
Winner!
Alrighty, sorry about that.
It's fine.
Officer Tucker, how are you doing today?
Lady.
Just get my notes out here real quick. Were you at Garage Q on November 30th, 2019?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! Bastard!
Did you witness Officer Steele drinking?
Yeah.
What was he drinking?
40.
I'm sorry, could you repeat your answer?
40, you know, like a 40 ounce.
Okay, 40 ounce of what?
Who's to say?
I mean, okay, anything else?
Okay, I just wanted to clearly spell
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation. 40 ounce of alcohol. How? You sure about that?
Nope.
I mean, I'm just, you know.
Your Honor, may I rebut?
Boom.
You made a butt? Yes.
The witness has responded with the answer to the best of his knowledge. If the defendant's
Boom,
attorney
real court.
wishes to challenge that, he may do so in a cross.
What the
Objection's going to be
judge had a
overruled.
judge?
Go ahead and continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Shit, damn.
Was he off duty when you observed him?
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
What did you do when you saw Officer Steele drinking?
I tried talking to him to apologize about what happened earlier in the day. There's a conversation or something happened. I can't really remember what it was because it's been so damn long now. But he felt like I was going after his job or something. I just wanted to clear the air. He was working on his property.
That's so
you know,
long.
the young garage key at the time. I don't know if they still do, whatever. So you know, I can't really be like, hey, you shouldn't be drinking on your own property. You know, he was off duty, wasn't in uniform or anything like that. So you know, after I had the conversation with him, I went on my way.
Okay. Did you inform a superior officer of this altercation?
Yeah.
Which officer did you inform?
Andrews.
What did the
Where is
superior officer
Andrews?
respond to you with after you informed him?
Project Baby Bird.
What is Project Baby
The
Bird?
fuck did you
I'm
say?
supposed to watch over Jordan's team.
Okay.
It's redneck,
Did you
don't
speak to the defendant
Oh,
at any point before this incident?
I'll be right back.
Did you speak to Jordan Steele anytime during the day before this altercation?
If a police officer snitches on other police officers, does that mean they get
Uh,
killed?
What was the conversation you had with him before the
You're
incident?
gonna shoot him in the face.
Shut up, Serge.
But it's been like a month and a half. I don't remember.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a silly thing to say.
Did Officer Steele make any disparaging remarks about his wife?
Objection, Your Honor, leading the witness.
Ask that question again.
Actually, Your Honor, he's correct. The question is withdrawn.
Okay. Then sustained.
Wait, what?
In your statement to Officer Malton, which is submitted into evidence, you say the defendant said Officer Steele stated that he wished his wife was here so that he could beat her.
Objection, Your Honor. The DA is testifying here.
Your Honor, I'm
You have to
reading
ask
evidence.
a question, sir.
I'm reading off evidence that is submitted into the court docket.
You're supposed to
and
be questioning
the
this
question
witness,
will
Your
be
Honor.
framed if you will
What
not
happened?
interrupt me while I am rebutting to you. You have posed an objection.
Holy shit.
I will rebut to your objection. The judge will make his ruling based off my rebuttal and your stated objection. Do you understand, counselor?
Oh, yes, sir. I am a lawyer. I know how it
in the
works.
city. It's amazing.
Apparently you do not, so you have been
Okay,
re-educated.
all right. Let's not antagonize
Oh, wow.
each other now. Yes, Spleener's right.
Indeed.
I will, but let's go ahead and I will allow you to rebut, and I have heard your rebuttal.
Oh, damn.
Thank you for that.
Oh, they're
The
going at it.
objection you posed is going to be overruled. Go ahead, Spleener. Continue and make your question.
Okay.
We're gonna be here
In
for
your
a while.
statement to Officer Malton,
That's
you
so
stated that
long.
Officer Steele wished that his wife was there so that he could beat her during this altercation. Is that true?
Yeah.
Did you see Officer Steele and Miss Steele at Garage Q on that day?
No.
where were you when you saw them at Garage Q?
I was standing right there.
In reference to Garage Q, where were you standing? Were you standing within the lot, outside
I was
the lot?
standing on the east side of the lot, so there's parking places. My car was parked like, one parking spot away. I was listing a parking spot away from Jordan. And then Gene walked up behind him.
Understood. Did you hear any conversations between Officer Steele and Miss Steele?
So Jane took his side originally when she walked up. When he made his comment about beating her, he didn't even know that she was there or whatever. Then she introduced herself, and then he was like, "You can't believe what he's done to me," and goes about me, and then she's like, "But why would you do that to him?" And I'm like, "I didn't, it's not like that, And yeah. So then I ended up leaving, to let them talk or whatever, and it was really awkward. So I radioed it in immediately.
What an
I was
asshole.
giving Project Baby Bird.
Okay. From your position in reference to Garage Q, did you see the defendant take out a vehicle from Garage Q?
Yeah, he already had a vehicle out. It was the Emperor.
Okay. Did you witness Miss Steele get hit by a vehicle?
Yeah.
Which vehicle did she get struck by?
It was the Emperor.
What happened after Miss Steele was struck by the vehicle?
I came down from the rooftop over Garage Q. I got in my car, sped over there to her, radioed it in right before, like the moment that I seen him get hit by the vehicle, that it was heading southbound on Park. I got in the vehicle, like I said, checked on her. Miss Nettie was already about to give her medical, and then at that point, I headed down southbound on Park, and I was VCB, which means the visual contact was broken, and I didn't know where it was, so code 6 is the area, which means that I, drove around the vicinity with my lights on, looking for an Emperor, but I couldn't find one.
Did the vehicle make any attempt to stop and check that it had struck someone?
No, it continued down about maybe 35, 40 miles an hour. Was driving all over the road, swerving, bobbing and waving,
Yep, understood.
Yeah.
Did the vehicle ever return to the scene of the accident?
No.
Okay. Did you ever relocate this vehicle after the visual contact break?
I relocated it again, or what I assumed to be that vehicle. It was parked at Legion Square Bank behind it. It was parked in a non-traditional fashion, and then it was taking up 2 parking spots because it wasn't parked perfectly straight. I ran the plate on it, came back to Jordan Steel. Also, for the record, I'd like to say, you ever stretch so good that it makes your nipples hard and then you flick them and you're like, it's nice?
What the fuck? Hell yeah, brother.
Can't say
Quiet
that
in
I
the
have.
court. Quiet in the court.
I'll have to give that a try. When did you next see the defendant?
I seen him up at Pillbox Medical. He was standing outside. He's actually in the middle of the road at this point. Me and Daddy Snow, we was out there, and he was trying to get into a stolen vehicle with Miss Gremlin hot dogs. He was talking about doing drugs, like I think he said.
Objection, Your Honor. The question was, when did you next see Jordan Steele? Not what is he doing? What is he talking about? This is going way beyond the scope of the question.
Your Honor, may I rebut?
You may.
The San Andreas District Court does not recognize general objections. If the counselor has an objection, it must be classified within one of the 18 objections that they are taught during law school.
Thank you, sir. Relevance.
Ask your question again. Explain.
When did you next see Officer Steele?
It's that Pillbox Medical.
That's no. The objection is going to be overruled at this time. What is your name, counselor?
McLaughlin.
No.
McLaughlin.
Oh, no.
McLaughlin.
So what happens now, Deputy Tucker, is you said that he was getting into a vehicle, a stolen vehicle that was
Doesn't
being
know his
driven
name.
by Miss Grimoire Hot Togs. You may continue your answering the question from there.
Okay, get you. All right, so he was talking about doing drugs and getting in it. I think it was like meth.
Well,
or,
apparently we're fucked because
cocaine or something.
Bo's saying that he saw the whole
I think it was
thing.
meth. He was like screaming out, "I'm gonna go do meth with Grimmin." And I was like, "No, Jordan, don't do that. No, no." And then he started to go get into the car, and I was like, "Jordan, if you go to get in the car, I might have to tase you." And that's when he went to get in the car. I tased him.
That's not what he says in his report.
He was,
Yeah, that's
yelling
true.
and everything. So then I radioed it in that I had Baby Bird in custody, took him down to the cells, put him in the drunk tank.
Did
apple juice box and a sandwich.
Yep. Was Officer Steele still drinking at the time of his arrest?
Yeah, I don't know. He was dummy lit though.
Okay. Was he still drunk at the time of his arrest?
Oh yeah.
Your Honor, objection. He is coming to a conclusion here. I'd have to say, an opinion of a layperson. We can't say if anyone's drunk or not. The LSPD has a very strict rules and regulations on how to determine the level of intoxication of somebody. I've heard no testimony of that.
Your Honor, may I rebut?
You may.
That is true.
The foundation was established earlier that the witness on the stand right now had observed Officer Steele drinking, so that he knows that he is intoxicated at some level.
Some departments do.
Also, officers are trained to give field sobriety tests and to look for sign of drunken disorderliness, as it is a pursuable crime in the state of San Andreas.
It's not admissible if
Your Honor, can I speak back on that rebuttal?
You may.
There's been no testimony other than he was drinking a 40 of what he thought was alcohol. It wasn't even definitive. There's been no field sobriety test that we have talked about here today. There has been no walk and turn, horizontal gaze nystagmus, none of this. There has been no breath test, no blood. We have no idea if he was drunk or not. And we can't just definitively say someone is drunk here in court without making the base. And then from that base, building upon it, to where we arrive at drunk. We can't just do that here in this courtroom. I'm sorry.
Close your argument?
Damn. Is it worse if I'm sober and I run over my wife?
This is the last one, and then I will make a ruling on this objection.
Okay, Your Honor, again, they are specifically trained to look for drunken disorderly persons. He had already been witnessed the defendant drinking earlier in the day. Again, officers are specifically trained to identify people who are drunk in public because they may be a danger to society. So Officer Tucker is more than equipped to identify Officer Steele as drunk and disorderly at the time.
Through technical means, yes.
Your objection is going to be overruled. Please continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Was the defendant's blood alcohol level tested at any time during this arrest?
Oh!
No.
Did you ever rule that?
Why was the defendant put into the drunk tank?
Because that's what Andrew said to do.
Yes.
Project Baby Bird was his, he was daddy, and I just did what he said.
McLaughlin is right, though. That's the issue.
Understood, Officer Tucker. I have no further questions unless another DA has some.
None for me.
I'm baffled.
Yeah,
I don't understand it at all. No, that's nowhere near enough.
None at this time.
I mean, it feels
Cross.
is not even admissible.
Oh.
Thanks, sir.
I'm kind of worried that
How
the
you
judge
doing, Mr.
maybe
Tucker?
thought that the objection came from the other side.
So earlier we heard you testify about the first meeting between Mr. Steele where you described a 40. Can you describe what type of 40, what the brand was?
The fuck is a 40?
Do you remember what color the bottle?
Of what?
Alcohol.
Urine colored.
What the fuck?
So the bottle was yellow?
Did you ever hear of Johnny 40 hands?
No.
Okay.
So basically, you tape someone's
do you know
40
what
ounce of malt liquor
O'Doul's is? Do you know what that
into
is?
Objection relevance?
basically their hands, and they have to drink them before you free them.
It's
I'm gonna overrule. I'm gonna
That's
say
what
this
Edward
short.
Wine has.
Please explain what you just said. I'm not even sure what that was.
Yeah, it's you've ever heard of the beer? It's called Old Duels. You ever heard of that, Tucker?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's a non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, it happens. All
Are
the
you
time in
aware
the,
that
Back County
Officer
of Florida.
Steele is recovering, and now when he gets stressed out, he drinks non-alcoholic beer? Are you aware of that as a
counsel is
friend of his?
testifying.
That's gonna be sustained. Ask your question.
I withdraw that question. I apologize.
No.
Okay, now moving on. You stated you were in
I don't even know what
an
that means.
Overwatch position at a building next to Garage Q, correct?
Yeah.
How did you get up there?
I climbed the ladder.
Okay, and then that's a large building. Can you explain to me where you stood?
Yeah, on the edge, you know, like at any point I could have just fell off, you know, but I'm like a spider monkey. I get, you know, I'm very fragile and very agile.
Why was he there? Because he's
Okay,
coming
so
for our
right,
job!
maybe.
Damn it!
Metzger, have you ever been drunk off a
Most
single
left
beer?
corner or
No,
right
no,
corner? Can you give
pussy.
me a little more specific?
Yeah, on the
sounds like Jordan
northeast
feels a
side,
pussy. He
or
drank
excuse
one
me,
beer and he's
southeast side
drunk.
of the building, you know.
40 ounces
Southeast
is 1
side, so
liter.
all the way in the back.
All
and
makes sense now.
then to the left.
No, once you climb up the ladder, if you go like all the way to the front, so you're looking at the courthouse, and then you go to the left, which is the east, you know, then it is over there. Yeah.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, I have a request. It's right across the street where Mr. Tucker's talking about. I would like for the prosecution, you, and my client to go up those stairs and have a look.
Oh shit, field trip.
Everybody remain calm. Everybody stay here. We will go outside and we will return shortly.
Oh, never mind.
Thank you, sir.
We can't go.
Wait, can we not go?
No, just hang out. We gonna be right back. Media can come.
Shit.
I'll go with you, Stanton.
All right, just need you to point out where you were standing, Tucker.
Right there.
Okay. Stand
Right
on
at the
top.
corner?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
There's a
I had
tree.
a good feeling about it. Yep.
There's a tree! The tree!
Okay.
The tree
We
defense!
have observed the position, and Will Tucker, if you don't mind, where you at?
Yeah, I'm right.
Would it be okay if we went up there and had a look down, sir?
No. I'm taking Tucker to point me in the corner that he was at.
Okay. All right, so we climbing.
No. Just take me to the corner that you were at.
Hey, is this corner right here?
So this is the corner. You were looking down from here.
Yeah, and then I also was looking over at this area too.
But
I'm
things happen,
fucked.
when people-
Yeah, I think I might be fucked.
We can go up there.
It's not a lose.
It just everybody needs to be careful. going up
Yeah,
this
I
ladder.
know. I'm not feeling great about it. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You know what's fucked up is I actually didn't mean to hit her. She actually did run into my car. Say that. I kept going. I didn't see that bitch. Who's to say? Sucks you were just RPing the mental breakdown that shit happened. Well, you know. I was RPing a mental breakdown. Shit's bound to happen. Buck is dead. Oh, fantastic. Well, winner. Judge died. Yeah, Bo did say in the statement that he didn't see it. Said he heard a kathunk. What does that tell you? He's gonna point that out. Chad, I think he's got this. I think he's got this.
Oh, it is my fault. 100%.
I'm gonna give you a ticket for jaywalking.
Adrian, you think about it like that. You jaywalk.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Wait.
What? Out of 30 days?
While she broke a law.
Oh,
Weird.
well, look at that. So you ran into the street and got run over by a cop. Whoop-de fuck it. That's why you don't jaywalk, ladies and gentlemen.
You know,
right
that's
there.
the only time I
Maybe I
jaywalk.
should break the fucking law.
That's the only time I charge
True,
people for
right there.
jaywalking.
And I honestly thought jaywalking was a myth up until not too very long ago. But
I've done it. I fucked with
I
somebody
learned
with
the
it.
hard way on that one.
I like drinking beer in a
Actually, people
courtroom
who
listening to
jaywalk
weed
are
music.
actually terrible.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
well, the pillbox ones.
Do you know
are
how
the
many
worst.
people? Yeah. Do you know how many people just literally run across the street from pillbox and get hit
You know how
by
many
cars and
people
they go, "Oh
I've
no!"
started to either trespass or loiter
Oh,
from pillbox?
Do you know how many people I've hit?
Yeah,
Crossing the
maybe
street
they
there?
should fucking
What do you
look
mean?
before they cross the
With the
street.
baton?
I mean,
No,
Or a
with my
flashlight?
car. With my car.
Yeah, you hit me 4
Yeah.
times. Remember that one day?
Exactly.
Well, when people
Yeah.
jaywalk,
He's literally admitting guilt right now. What the fuck? No, he's not. He's saying
You
people
just
don't
said
look before
exactly.
they cross
He's
the
saying when
street.
people are
What are you talking-
jaywalking.
That
and you're
one
in a
day
police
could mean
vehicle,
anything.
Turn 2 lights and sirens on going
'Cause you
90.
just you remember it, Jordan.
true.
What are you talking
Well,
about?
That one time, he hit me 3 times with the sirens on, and then which was all my fault. That was
I'm going in my head.
Well, there
and
you
then
go.
like
I
the
literally
4th time
remember
he
you
turned on
dressing
his
up like
lights.
a gay stripper to tow cars.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I did.
They look
Damn
good.
straight, I did. Yeah, yeah, it did look good. I'm sorry, Jordan. I should have.
What do they say outside, Jordan?
Yeah,
What's
why are
going
you?
on?
You're back, but everyone else is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that
It was
Buck is
boring out
dead,
there,
so they're
let's be
trying to
real.
find a new judge.
What do you mean
I
he's
mean, I
dead?
did get a
Oh, he
medical
fell off
call.
the building.
You need medical?
Oh my.
What?
I got
No,
it.
no,
Bo,
he's just
Bo
dead.
got it.
Derek's
Bo got
bald
it.
enough for it.
Bo already got
Okay,
it. Bo already
Derek's
got
got
it.
Hey, he's just
Oh.
What the fuck did you say, you motherfucker?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you not bald?
Bald people, am I right?
Hey, take off your hat over there, Ripley.
Why?
Why not?
Jordan, your life's pretty good.
I hope he's good enough.
He's doing pretty well.
You guys
Yeah,
don't want
he's
to
a
see
good
prison,
attorney.
Jordan.
I think.
I like this guy.
No, I do
What's
not
prison
want to
Jordan
see.
like?
You don't wanna- you don't wanna see El Loco.
Seeing cops go to prison.
Are you like
Given
Prison
that-
Mike from The Office?
You don't want to see.
Prison
You
Mike
don't want to
was a
see El
racist,
Loco.
Okay.
Hey, if you
Prison
get
Mike?
sent to jail, do you get a like a jail beanbag gun? Since you're a cop.
Hello?
Oh,
No.
I'll find a way to.
Yeah,
get
we're
one.
in recess, waiting for them to get back.
I don't give a fuck. I've been in there too many times, and I know what you got to do. What you got to do. To
Wait, why
survive.
were you in? Aren't you a cop?
This was a long time ago.
Oh.
You ever been in a prison overseas?
I got
Yes,
stabbed
I was-
by Bovice the
no,
last time
I
I
went
got
to
sent for a
prison,
little
so I
bit
would
when I was
rather
studying
not.
over abroad.
Oh, wait, here we go. We're back. We're back.
Oh, you're studying abroad.
I
How
was
was
studying
she?
abroad for 15 years.
Quick,
And,
very
Thank you,
informative.
Your Honor. I appreciate it.
So cultured,
in
Jordan.
Afghanistan. Oh,
What'd you do in Afghanistan?
I joined a fraternal organization.
I don't know, McElroy.
Jesus,
like you do when you study abroad.
Wait. Did you join Al Qaeda?
Whoa!
Yeah, McFly, go ahead and go back to
What kind of flag?
podium.
Yeah, did it have a flag?
Right here, sir.
Listen, I think court's back in
where
session.
you were.
It's
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
All right. You were still sworn in.
Yeah. I did not join.
He
Went
didn't say
from
no.
there up to the building
He did
to
not say
observe
no.
and all that good stuff. Go ahead and ask your questions.
Project
No, I did not join Al Qaeda.
Okay.
Mr. Tucker, you stated that while you were up there in your Overwatch position, you observed Mr. Steele strike his wife with the car. Is that correct?
The Taliban.
Can you explain why, when I was standing where you said you stood, all I saw was a tree?
Objection, Consul's testifying.
Sustained. Ask your question, but in a different way.
Roger that. Thank you. Do you have X-ray vision?
No.
Objection, creation of material fact.
Damn, Splinter's good.
Your Honor?
Yeah, it's gonna be sustained. Go ahead.
Can you see through objects?
Objection asked and answered. We just objected to this.
So,
I'm reframing the question.
You were answered with an objection.
okay. I'm gonna overrule it. Go ahead and go ahead.
Go ahead and go ahead, boys.
Can you see through trees or through objects? Is the question.
I mean, so he's kind of a
He can't.
question, you know.
That's why I was
He
objecting.
can't.
And
Okay. Did you
Can't
did
even
you
see through
Mr.
trees.
Steele strike his wife through the tree?
I seen the vehicle. Yes.
Uh-oh.
So
I
you
also
did.
heard the
Oh no.
I didn't ask what you heard, sir. So you saw
That's a good
the vehicle
question.
strike his wife
Dude, this
through the
lawyer's
tree.
so good.
What you're saying, Mr. Steele?
Objection asked and answered.
I'm just getting
And it's gonna
clarification.
That's gonna be sustained. He did answer it.
Okay, thank you. Do you have your sworn statement that you gave to the DA's office?
Uh-oh!
Mr. Tucker.
Oh, it's happening! Oh, it's happening!
You don't read your own sworn statement?
Oh!
No.
Okay. Well, I guess if you don't have it, you can't read it. Your Honor, would you object if I read the sworn statement, certain parts of it?
I can read it myself.
Oh!
I'm gonna highlight.
Oh!
Okay, so
Freedom!
If we go down to right at the end of the fourth sentence, where he.
Okay. I will pay. Just tell me where you want me to pay attention to when I make
Oh!
my deliberations.
Roger that, sir.
Sure, I can turn the game volume up,
he
but
saw
everyone
a
looks hard
Russian
behind
emperor
me.
come out of the
It's gonna be
garage.
I don't
really
need
loud.
you to read it to me. Just tell
This
me
guy
where you want
caught
me
me.
to focus on.
Oh, at
give me
the
your
end?
points. Give me your points that you want me to focus on.
That in this sworn statement, it says nowhere that he saw.
Okay.
Ms. Steele get struck.
Again. What sentence? Give
Sounds
me a
like he could
sentence
be the
number.
best cop ever, though.
It's right at the
Paragraph,
end of the
whatever it
fourth
is.
sentence, Your Honor.
At the end
Starting
of the
with
fourth,
he.
At the end of the fourth sentence is what you
he's
want me
asking
to
me
pay
to tell him what
attention
to
to.
focus on, but he won't
Yes,
let
sir.
me
Give me a
read it.
second. Let me make this note.
I'm actually scared. I don't want to go up against this dude.
I like him.
I am intimidated.
Can you guys hire him like as PD legal counsel? Because we're
We
about to
need him as
hire
the
him for the
DA.
hospital.
Technically, yes, because we don't.
And this is
we're not represented
on
by the
the
DA.
police report.
Yeah,
Do you have
well,
a number
it's
for
just
it?
probably gonna hire him at the
Not the
hospital.
police report, so it's the sworn statement given.
Oh, the sworn statement.
Yes, sir. It's dated December 29th.
With all due, Your Honor, if I may object to this piece of evidence, I realize it was submitted by the people, but affidavits are no longer recognized by the San Andreas District Court. That was the ruling of Judge Coyote Russell in late November in the People versus. Actually, no, that was actually the end of October. It was established in the People versus Mr. Chang et al.
What?
All right.
If I could redirect, this was accepted by you, Judge, during.
Yes.
I actually objected to this before the case.
Wait, hold on. Testimonies don't matter anymore.
Yes, it'll be duly noted, and I'll make sure I go back.
What the
and
fuck?
Sworn
I
cess-
They never did if you're a
when I
cop.
go into.
Well, yeah, don't you know
Affidavits
cops
and
are
depositions don't
deliberations.
count because judges were
But
getting
your
pissed.
piece
People,
of
other
evidence has
lawyers
been duly
couldn't
noted, and I will go back and check to make sure
rebut and
everything is
question.
So why don't you just do a deposition where
Up and up
both
on the up
fucking
and up.
lawyers are
Okay.
there?
But
They don't
duly
like it.
noted. Continue on.
Okay.
I hate you.
So
I
later,
hate you, Boba.
you're
It's your
talking
fault.
about
I'm sorry.
that one word, drunk.
Yeah.
Okay. What field sobriety test did you conduct?
Objection asked and answered.
That is going to be sustained.
Steele doesn't want you to talk.
Was
that's what I
Mr.
was
Steele,
saying.
was his eyes bloodshot and glassy?
Objection, Scope.
Rebuttal.
I'm trying to determine how he figured out he was drunk, Your Honor.
I'm gonna overrule you on this one, Splana. Go ahead.
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
I wasn't close enough to, to look at his eyes. Plus, I think he was wearing glasses that day. I'm not 110% sure.
Oh, you don't remember? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't have glasses with this outfit.
But I was
When,
Objection, misstatement of testimony.
He just said he doesn't remember. I
No,
didn't
he
say
said
it.
that he was wearing glasses that day. You are misstating testimony to discredit the witness, and I will not accept underhanded tactics, and I will object you into the ground.
Okay, he said he might have been
Yeah,
wearing
that's-
glasses. I don't know. That's what he said, sir.
Your Honor, my objection stands on the floor waiting for your ruling.
Yes. That objection's gonna be sustained.
Holy shit.
Roger that, sir.
Oh wow. Okay, so we're fucked.
Now,
we
Mr.
lost.
Steele.
We fucking lost. Oh
You
no.
stated earlier that he
We lost.
smelled like alcohol. What does alcohol smell
We're
like?
going to jail. El Loco's coming out.
Objection, creation of material fact.
That's gonna be sustained. Ask another question.
I have just one more question, Your Honor. Just give me 1 second.
What?
Oh, I just give me 1 second. I'm going through my notes, Your Honor, for my last
You're fine.
question here.
You fine?
I kind of want to see where he was going with that, to be honest.
I mean, it was a good question because alcohol doesn't have a smell. Beer does.
True.
Mr. Tucker, did you on view arrest Jordan Steele?
I'm sorry, can you say again what?
An on view arrest means that you arrest somebody after an incident. Did you arrest Jordan Steele?
Objection asked and answered.
Overruled. Go ahead and answer the question for clarity, please.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm more like detained him.
Okay, do you know the difference between detaining and arresting somebody?
Well, yeah.
Alcohol definitely has a smell.
Can you explain that?
No, it
what
doesn't.
the difference is?
Okay, detaining him is for questioning. Arresting him is, actually like arresting him to take him to jail, and to press charges against him. I never actually did the charges against Jordan.
Okay.
Take him down to the drunk tank. so he
Smells
can
like
sleep it out.
stale cigarettes and my
Why
dad
was
leaving.
why didn't you charge him?
Because
Objection,
injuries-
Scope.
Okay.
Yes. That's gonna be sustained.
Oh man, Stan is just not giving my guy an
All right, no
inch,
further
dude.
questions then. Thank you, Mr. Tucker.
Oh man.
Redirect.
I have no questions for redirect unless Miss Pearson or Mr. Dupre do.
Oh man.
I do not at this time. No.
We're
You may
fucked.
step down.
We're fucking
Yeah.
going. We're going, man. We're fucking going, dude.
Your Honor, I might have to call Mr. Tucker back for direct questioning. I'd ask that he might have to stay.
Okay, Mr. Tucker, do not leave the courtroom. I will grant him to call you back up.
Okay, I'm
Witness
just gonna
prosecution.
internally scream for a few minutes.
Go ahead. Scream internally. Your next witness, prosecution.
The prosecution would like to call Miss Nettie Machete to the stand.
Yes. This is where it all comes together, boys. This is where it all comes together, boys.
Good evening, Nettie. Will you please raise your left hand for me?
Because if they had asked me,
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you sin?
Yes.
Your Honor, this witness has been sworn in.
To him, it doesn't matter.
What's that saying?
If you didn't Mirandize him, it didn't matter.
Oh,
Hello,
I
Miss
didn't
Machete. How
Mirandize
are you
him.
today?
I'm doing okay.
But he told me that
That's
before
good.
Miranda's.
Did you receive a call on November 30th, 2019?
I don't remember.
You don't remember receiving a call on November 30th, 2019, Miss Machete?
Objection asked and answered.
It's gonna be sustained.
Yes! Yes!
Does that mean I have to answer?
No, you don't have to. Just
you
go
don't.
on to the next
Okay,
question.
I got confused.
On November 30th, 2019, were you riding with someone?
I probably might have had someone to pair up with that day.
Who were you paired up with, Miss Machete?
I think it was Bailey.
It was Bailey. All right. So you don't remember receiving any calls at all?
Objection asked and answered.
Sustained.
Were you on duty that day on
Yes.
November 30th?
Yes, I was.
All right. Did you see Mrs. Jean Steele during that day?
Yes.
Did you have a conversation with her?
Yes.
What were you discussing with Mrs. Steele that day?
She asked if someone could call 911.
Miss Machete, you're an EMT. Why would she ask for someone to call 911?
Relevance, Your Honor, I object. What does this have to do with felony hit and run and reckless endangerment?
I'm gonna overrule. I'm gonna see where this is going.
Damn.
Get to your point there,
I mean, we lost. We're fucking lost,
Where
man.
this is going.
We fucking
All right.
lost. We're done.
Do you need me to repeat the question, Miss Machete?
Yes, please.
What was the
I thought Stan
conversation
was our
between
boy!
you and Mrs. Steele?
Judas!
Oh, no, sorry, that's not the question. The question I asked was, you're an EMT, you were on duty, why would she ask you to call 911?
I mean, she said something about being hit by a car.
Was she standing at the time of her saying this to you, Miss Machete?
No.
Where was Mrs. Steele's position?
She was on the ground.
Was Mrs. Steele injured?
Yes.
Did you treat her injuries?
No.
Did your partner, Bailey, treat her injuries?
Yes. She took primary.
Did you see, where were you at the time that you had this conversation with Mrs. Steele?
At Garage Q.
Man, that door's looking...
Did you see any vehicles
That door's looking mighty good right
on-duty vehicle on scene?
That door is looking
I
good.
eventually saw a police cruiser pull up.
All right. Did you and Bailey take Mrs. Steele to Pillbox Medical?
Yes.
Do you know the nature of her injuries for that night?
I did not hand her off to the doctor, so no. Bailey took primary, and I was attempting to call 911.
All right. After the incident that night, did you see the defendant?
I don't know what that means. Who's the defendant?
The defendant is Mr. Jordan Steele, Officer Steele.
Oh. I don't think so.
Yes! Yes!
Wait. I saw him at Pillbox.
How's the defendant's demeanor?
Normal?
Objection, Your Honor. That's a vague question.
What grounds is your objection? I don't think vague is an objection.
Confusing or vague question, Your Honor.
Okay.
And also,
confusing or vague
once
are
again,
boundaries.
relevance.
Okay.
How
Alright,
does this
that's
have
fine.
anything to do with felony hit and run and reckless endangerment is beyond me.
Okay. Your objection, confusing, is going to be sustained. Go ahead and continue your questioning, but skip that question or reword it.
Did he have a pleasant demeanor?
Objection, Your Honor. She's testifying. The DA is here. Pleasant demeanor. This is ridiculous.
Excuse me, Mr. McLaughlin. Let me clarify. Thank you. You asked me to reword the question. I did it to be more specific, so it is not confusing.
Oh, the fucking DA. Why are they never this good against criminals?
Adjective.
Why the fuck is the DA never this fucking good against criminals? God damn it!
My objection still stands.
And what's your objection again?
They always fucking suck during criminals.
Her own question. Yeah, Mr. Machete doesn't even need to respond.
But for this, they got their ducks all in fucking order. They got everything in order. God damn it!
Did you see anyone else with Mr. Steele?
We're not a criminal. We're a cop.
Who did you see
We
the
might be a
defendant with?
loco. We'll have to see.
Standing outside a vehicle at Pillbox. Someone was in the car.
Who did you see him with? That was the question.
I just wanted to say, and he was by a car, and there was a dark-haired female.
Do you know the name of this dark-haired female?
No, you don't know. You
I
don't
think it's
know.
something like Grimmy.
No.
I have to come in here. Where is this going, counselor?
I'm trying to establish where he was and trying to
You know what?
reaffirm,
Actually, that's true.
another
They're not
witness
really
testimony,
fucking.
Your Honor.
They're not really mentioned.
Your Honor, I
Tucker.
would once
It
again
kind of has
just
nothing to
relevance.
do with.
This is I keep asking for this felony hit and run, reckless endangerment. I don't understand.
We know the
how
charges,
this...
Mr. McLaughlin. You don't have to say it every time.
Well, you keep asking irrelevant questions, ma'am.
Ms. Pearson, please address the judge, not the attorney directly.
Yes, Mr. McLaughlin. Is that I got it that time, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Mr. McLaughlin, please remain quiet.
Oh God, dude, I feel like Stan's just.
Counsel.
Did something happen before? Did something happen with Stan and this lawyer?
I actually explained before
Something
that I
fucking
was
happened,
recording,
man.
but that's fine. I'll move on.
Oh no! Oh,
Mr. Machete, are
it's
you
all
in a
over.
romantic relationship with the defendant?
Objection. Relevance.
That's so
Relevance.
Harassing, abusing, and badgering. Shall I go on?
Your Honor, I'm not sure which
you
objection
okay,
he wants.
So
Nice.
pick one, and I'm gonna let her rebuttal.
Relevance.
Okay,
I was just
rebuttal.
yelled at for stating what we're being charged with
Establishing
here.
motive,
We're
Your
not
Honor.
charged with any sort
Establishing
of
motive, Your Honor.
Motive for what?
motive for hit and run. Okay. My objection stands, sir.
Yeah, it's gonna be sustained.
All right, bullet dodged.
Oh, do I? What?
Just she can ask you another question, or she can dismiss you. It doesn't matter. Whatever she wants to do, you don't have to say anything until a question is asked.
By the way, Your Honor, this is a domestic violence case, and I'm trying to establish, means, motive, and all that. Your Honor. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
Your Honor, I know this isn't a question, but I just have to say I don't believe this is a domestic violence case. This is a traffic case. I don't see any assault charges or anything of the sort.
This isn't a traffic, it's criminal.
One moment.
I mean, he's right. He is right.
Yeah,
he's
it's
right.
definitely not domestic abuse.
He's fucking right. That's the thing, is he is fucking right.
This is a felony hitting. I'm sorry.
There's
This is a
no-
felony
Just
hit
trying to
and run
take his
case
job.
on a man's
That's what it
wife.
comes down to.
Good thing they can't fire him.
Assault with a deadly.
If you're trying to establish a domestic violence issue, I'm gonna see where you go. But please.
The charge
ask your
would have been
questions
assault with a fucking
and be
deadly,
direct and
if
quick
that's
to
what
the
they
point,
wanted it to
please.
be.
I've been trying to.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Machete, did you meet with the defendant that night?
No.
My bitch! That's my bitch!
Have you had previous conversations with the defendant?
That's my bitch!
Yes.
Has he discussed his marriage with Mrs.
Best
Steele
wife!
with you?
Objection. Relevance.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I want to see where this is going.
What is this about?
No.
It's fucking kangaroo court! Kangaroo court!
No further questions at this time.
this
I'll
is
leave the
fucking
rest for
bullshit.
Mr. Splainer.
This is kangaroo court. I'm running.
Jordan, don't. No,
I'm
you
running.
can't run.
I'm running. I gotta
Wrong
run,
brain,
guys.
Jordan.
Guys, I
Wrong
gotta
brain.
run.
It's wrong brain. Don't
Calm
worry.
down,
Have
Jordan.
wrong brain.
Calm down.
Have
We're
faith
doing
in your
okay.
lawyer. He's doing a fucking great job.
All right.
Have faith.
Cross.
Thank you.
Jordan, I tried to have your back up here as much as I could, but
Thank you for
You
coming
shut
to
your
court,
fucking
Mr.
mouth.
Shedden.
You shut your fucking
All
mouth.
the time. All the time. Jordan. All the time.
I'm not.
I have absolutely no questions for you, and I'm sorry you had to go through that. Thank you.
Redirect. There's none. You may step down.
Holy shit.
Your next witness, prosecution.
We would like to call Bailey J to the stand, please.
Come on, Bailey. Lie for me. Lie for me, Bailey. Fuck this DA. Fuck these DA ass motherfuckers. Come on, Bailey.
Yes, please.
I don't even know if Bailey knows how to fucking lie. I don't think Bailey's ever told a lie in her fucking life.
Nothing but the truth, so help you, Derek.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, this witness has been sworn in.
make sure you're yelling, Bailey.
I am yelling.
Okay.
God damn her. She's too fucking pure.
There we go.
Miss Bailey, how are you this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Let me just get out my notes here real quick. 1 second.
She's too
Alrighty.
good for this city.
Do you
It's
remember
got-
being called to Garage Q on November 30th, 2019?
Yes, sir.
God damn
what
it,
were you
she has
called
a good memory. She has the memory of an elephant.
There
And
was
Jean
a
has the body
911
of
about
one.
an injured woman.
Do you recall the wording of this 911?
I do not.
Okay. Upon arriving at the scene, what did you find?
Miss Steele, Jean Steele, was down on the ground, and she had an injury to her head.
Did you see any vehicles at Garage Q upon your arrival?
Just the normal vehicles that were parked there.
Okay. Did Miss Steele say anything to you?
Yes. She asked to call the police because she said she'd been ran over.
Okay. What was the nature of Miss Steele's head injury? Was it blunt force?
Yes, sir. There's a deep cut on her
I
head.
have to get the prison gang back together.
Were the injuries consistent with being run over by a vehicle?
Relax, Jordan. We're doing okay.
All right. Relax.
If you go to prison, I go to prison.
All right, yeah, we'll run the fucking
There
yard
was
together.
debris
Fuck
over
this.
her body.
Bobo, you'll be
Your Honor,
bitch in 5
I'm sorry.
minutes.
I object to that
that's the
question. There's, she's not an accident reconstructionist. That would be an opinion of a layperson there about was she hit by a vehicle.
She already started answering.
Error about Your Honor.
You may.
Unless you already have a ruling on it.
I was gonna overrule it.
Okay. Then again, if you want my rebuttal, I can give it. Otherwise, we can just keep moving.
You can give your rebuttal and then continue.
Okay. She's a trained to her duties, very professional emergency medical personnel. She sees people who are run over by accidents. She sees people who's shot, lit on fire. You name it, she's seen it. She's trained to respond to it. She's trained to give doctors a summary of reports of what happened to these people so that the doctors can take further care of them. She is a trained person. She's not a lay person in any way, shape, or form. Sort of matter, Your Honor.
The objection of a layperson is overruled. All right, so I got a
Miss
question.
Bailey, you may answer the question. Do you need me to restate it?
Yes, please.
My anxiety medication.
Were
doubled
the
into
injuries sustained
2 pills
consistent
in
with
the
being
morning.
hit
Does
by
that
a
just
vehicle?
mean I get to be extra happy today?
Did you see Officer Steele at any given point after the incident?
No.
Okay. I have no further questions, Your Honor. If unless the other prosecution does.
Okay. Gonna
Sounds
go
like
ahead
an
and give you guys a cross. Go ahead and cross defense.
What just happened? Why are we pogging?
Once again, thank you for coming to court today, Miss Bailey. I have absolutely no questions for you.
What'd you say?
You may step down, Miss Bailey.
She didn't see me? Good.
Find the glass.
Your next witness, prosecution.
We would like to call Mrs. Jean Steele to the stand.
Objection. My ex-wife has a debilitating addiction to chugging Boone's Farm, watching the movie My Girl, and then running into oncoming traffic to avoid the bees. Her words, not mine.
Good evening, Miss Steele.
For her
Please
own
raise your left
safety,
hand.
I'm requesting a
You swear to tell the
5150.
truth, the whole truth, and
I'll
nothing but the
wait for
truth, so
you,
help you read it?
honey.
Dixie wouldn't be here.
Thanks for the
Your Honor, this witness has been
1337.
sworn in.
Okay, you may begin asking your questions, counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mrs. Steele, how are you today?
I've been better.
I am sorry to hear that. Mrs. Steele, were you at Garage Q on November 30th, 2019?
Where's Green Gang?
Yes.
Was the defendant at Garage Q when you are already when you arrived?
Yes.
Did you have a conversation with him?
Objection. Leading the witness.
That's going to be overruled. Go ahead and answer the question. Did you have a conversation with the defendant?
Yes.
What were you conversing about?
Well, I asked him why he was so drunk, and how many beers he'd had, and what was going on. And he was just talking about how someone was trying to take his job.
Did the defendant respond with to your questions?
Yeah, that was his response, that someone was trying to take his job from him and stuff.
How did you know that Mr. Steele was drinking?
I asked him how many beers he had, and he said like 80.
Did you see anything
Objection.
else around you
Jean
at
is
the
too
time
fat to
in
be
the Garage
trusted.
Q?
Oh, yeah, right on the sidewalk, there was this huge pile of beers.
If he had 80 beers, he'd be dead.
And you previously said that he was talking about someone getting him fired from work. Is that correct?
Yeah, he said someone's trying to take his job. He said something about a blonde B word.
Blonde bitch.
Was he angry? To the best of your knowledge.
He seemed really angry.
Oh, shit.
Your Honor, I'd just request
Did
a
the
little bit of
judge
pause.
just
There's
say,
been
"Oh,
about
shit"?
3 questions I can't object to because it's just been answered so quickly. But that was a leading
well,
question.
It was already answered, Your Honor.
Yeah, you got to be
So
quick
fucking smug.
on the gas or the
All right.
trigger if you're trying to get your objections in. I will say, witness, you want to give like a brief second and then go ahead and answer the
Okay.
question. That would be great.
Did Mr. Steele get a car out of Garage Q?
No, not that I saw.
Was there a vehicle there when you were with Mr. Steele?
Yes.
What was the vehicle?
It was an old beat-up gray Emperor.
Damn.
To the best of your knowledge, was this Mr. Steele's vehicle?
I didn't know he owned it until he got in it to drive away.
You said he got in it to drive away. Did you say anything to him when he got into his vehicle?
Well, I followed him to his vehicle and told him that he shouldn't drive because he's drunk.
Oh!
And that I didn't want to call the cops, but I would if I had to.
What happened after that, Mrs. Steele?
He backed up over me and just left the parking lot.
Did Mr. Steele the defendant ever leave his vehicle to check on you?
No.
Did Mr. Steele leave the scene?
Yes.
Did the defendant ever return to the scene?
Objection asked and answered.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I asked, did the defendant ever return to the scene?
Yeah, it's going to be overruled. Go ahead.
Not to my knowledge.
When did you tell Mr. Steele you were filing for a divorce?
Okay.
Objection relevance. I'd hate to get yelled at for mentioning the charges again. Felony hit and run, reckless endangerment.
Hold on, please. Rebuttal.
The rebuttal is that he was already angry, and it could be said that it would be a reason for him to,
I've heard no testimony of the anger level of my client.
Actually, it was asked prior of if he was angry or not.
Do you remember what her answer was? I do.
I'll let the judge rule.
Okay. What was the question one more time?
When did you tell Mr. Steele you were filing for a divorce?
Oh, God, we're fucking...
No, I'm gonna go. And what was your objection again?
Oh,
relevance, Your Honor, has nothing to do with a hit and run or a reckless endangerment.
Yeah, I'm definitely kind of failing to see the relevance of that question. I'm gonna go ahead and sustain the objection.
What was your relationship like with Mr. Steele before this incident?
We had a very
Your Honor, I have the same
marriage.
objection. We're not here about a relationship. It's relevance. We're here about a traffic accident, an alleged traffic accident.
All right, I will rebut, please, if I can.
Go ahead and rebut.
This is a criminal proceeding in which I need to prove, the prosecution needs to prove, means, motive, and opportunity. The relationship between the defendant and Mrs. Steele is very important to this case because they are literally married. To not allow these types of questions would be harmful to the integrity of this case and, in fact, the justice system, Your Honor.
Could I have a rebuttal, Your Honor?
No. You're going to be overruled at this time. Go ahead and ask.
What was your relationship with Mr. Steele before this incident?
It was rocky.
Okay. Okay.
Can you elaborate on rocky?
I've never been charged with any sort of...
Off and on, and
Okay, I've never...
our marriage out.
I can't hear her, guys.
Sorry.
Okay, peanut gallery in the back, please be quiet. Thank you. Okay. Snow, keep him down back there. If someone starts out of line again,
Snow was the
just put him in the hallway in the corner somewhere and put him in timeout, please and thank you.
Snow.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Snow, I dare you.
Do you need me to? Oh, yes, you may.
Okay, so our marriage was rocky, like I said, which meant we were arguing a lot and had a lot of disagreements, and we were trying to figure out a way to make our marriage work, and we went to counseling and stuff, and that's what I mean.
Has the defendant ever been violent with you before?
Your Honor, objection.
I can
relevance, the same. We're here for felony hit and run, reckless endangerment. You
They
should
are
have charged him with
literally
something
married,
else.
Your Honor.
God, he's right. It's so fucked up because he's right.
Go ahead.
God, it's so fucked up because he's fucking
the
right.
defendant ever been violent
Oh
with you
my
before,
God.
Mrs. Steele?
Yes.
In what way?
When we were first married, he was sometimes physically and emotionally, violent.
Jordan. That's not even true. That's not true. Jordan. Boba, shut up.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think, ignore my audible gasp. I'm sorry.
You do in the bedroom. If you get her in the bedroom, it's up to y'all, okay? Don't nobody judge you for that.
I had a hot voice right now. I'm sorry.
That's quite all right.
Some people handed it.
Mrs. Steele? You said he was physically and emotionally violent with you. Was this a one-time occasion?
No, but it had been a long time since he had been either of those things.
Mrs. Steele, were you aware of the relationship between your husband and Miss Machete?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
I'll gladly rebut, Your Honor.
Go ahead, please.
Your Honor, this is a crime of passion between a married couple, and the means, motive,
We're going to
opportunity
prison.
applies.
He's defeated.
And is important in a criminal proceedings.
He's defeated.
Criminal proceedings,
We've lost.
especially in a case like this one, where it presents domestic violence.
Can I rebut that, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
So first, domestic violence. Now we're talking about a crime of passion, but we have 2 traffic charges here. I don't understand this, Your Honor. It's not relevant.
It's already been established that the defendant was emotionally and physically violent with Mrs. Steele?
Yeah, it's gonna be overruled. Go ahead.
I'll ask it
Yeah,
again.
if they
you
wanted
wish.
to go this route, they should have fucking charged him with assault
Were
with the
you
deadly,
aware of
right?
the relationship between your husband and Miss Machete?
Yeah, I had heard some things about it.
When did you become aware of this relationship?
It was like not too long before that night.
Did you ever confront the defendant regarding this relationship?
Yes, I did.
What was his response to the confrontation?
Your Honor, leading objection.
To the best of her knowledge.
I'm sorry. What was the question again?
What was his response?
To see how that's leading. Go ahead and how is it leading to you there, McLaughlin?
Oh, I mean, a regular question would be better when you're pretty much giving her the answer, Your Honor, with that question.
Your Honor, if I may rebut, I'm not sure if asking someone's response, how that's giving an answer, if I'm asking exactly what the response is.
That's gonna be overruled. Go ahead.
Mrs. Steele, what was his response to the confrontation?
He denied it.
Is the defendant in any other relationships?
Yes.
Okay.
With whom?
He's also married to Caden Delano Steele.
When were you made aware of this relationship?
It's been a long time now. I don't know the exact date.
That's fine. Did you discuss this relationship with Mr. Steele?
Prior to them getting married, yes.
What did he tell you?
He lied to me to make me okay with the marriage.
How is this relevant?
Mrs. Steele, did you
He's
approve
really
of
not.
this relationship?
At first, I did.
He's not like, chicken. I feel like it's gonna get
Mrs. Steele, are you a polygamist?
No.
Is the defendant a polygamist?
Objection. Relevance. Beyond the scope. We can choose one here. Once again, this is my same objection. I don't see how this has to do with traffic charges.
Polygamy. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sustain the objection. Go a different route. Ask a different question.
All right.
You stated that previously that you are not a polygamist. Have you discussed being in other relationships with? The
I
defendant?
object, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Ms. Pearson. Now finish your question. Sorry.
Have you discussed being in other relationships?
Yeah, what does this have to do with me? You hitting her with a
defendant?
fucking car.
Objection, Your Honor. First, that was already asked and answered, and also my same objection relevance.
That was not asked before.
I apologize, ma'am. It was.
What was asked was polygamy.
We're fucked in
Not if they
divorce court.
discussed being in other relationships.
She did state that she talked with him about it, and she was fine with it.
That was not directly asked, Counselor.
It was.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sustain the objection. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
It's turning back around, boys.
Next question.
Mrs. Steele, have you ever cheated on your husband?
No.
Has the defendant ever cheated on you?
Okay.
Objection.
Okay.
Beyond the scope.
You're fucked.
It's gonna be sustained. Go ahead.
Officer now?
I guess so.
What the fuck does this have to do with fucking me hitting her with the fucking car?
Mrs. Steele, have you filed for divorce?
Yes.
When did you file for divorce?
After I got out of the ICU.
Why didn't you file for divorce sooner? Since you already... Oh, sorry, go ahead. Why didn't you file for divorce sooner?
Because I thought we were working on our relationship.
Mrs. Steele, are you scared of the defendant?
Yes.
Why are you scared of the defendant?
She had sex with my brother.
Because
by the
he
way,
ran me
last
over
week.
with a car.
Kyle Pratt. Kyle Pratt.
Mrs. Steele, did you get a restraining order against the defendant?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
To keep him away from me.
Isn't that what those do?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Gross.
Starting to realize I have like a type, you know, to a degree. Not all types, but you know, the way she's like vulnerable.
Good evening,
and
Mrs.
sad
Steele.
And depressed. Like I tried to have sex with her, so.
So,
I think something's wrong with
we've
me.
got a lot to go through, and I'm not going to try and put you through the ringer. I know you've been through a lot here.
I tried to have sex with your wife while you were still with you.
We'll start off with the
You
divorce.
piece of shit! I'll beat your ass right here in this courtroom, you fucking
hold on.
pussy!
Hey,
What the hell's your problem saying that bullshit to me?
Jordan.
Oh, fuck you up, motherfucker!
Relax, bud.
This piece of shit just
It's all
said that he tried to fuck my wife while I was still with her.
Relax. Who said that?
You don't know who I am? I'm fucking El Loco. No one in here knows who the fuck I am.
Jordan.
You don't think I'll
Relax.
fucking throw this hat off and fucking throw down right now, bitch? You don't know who the fuck I am.
Okay.
He just drank a Mountain Dew. He's tired.
Okay. Let's
And who
let's take
said
five.
he's gonna fuck his wife? Who said it?
Okay.
He
Let's
heard
take
it.
five.
Everyone heard it.
All right. Let's take 5. Everybody,
Let's
let's
take
take 5. Okay.
5-minute recess.
5-minute recess. Jesus. Get a hold of yourselves.
You piece of
Y'all
shit.
Stop saying things.
You're doing good, Jordan. Jordan, you're doing good.
You got a lot of balls standing on my side.
Jordan.
Go over there.
Mr. Steele.
Go over there, motherfucker.
Jordan, listen to Metzger, the judge.
Can you believe this fucking? Can you believe this guy?
We can deal with it,
It was
but
like,
this is
you know,
not
I
the
didn't
way.
know that you was
Not
married
this,
to her
not like
at the
this.
time. She never
Just go
mentioned it.
stand by Bobby.
No, I'm standing on
Get
his
him out of my
side.
fucking. I'm gonna freak out. Get him out of my fucking sight.
Tucker,
It's okay.
Let's go
It's
stand
okay.
over
bud.
there.
Yeah, you had 10
It's
seconds to get
okay.
this motherfucker
It's okay.
out of my sight before I start swinging.
Fine.
I'm
Just
not
save this
fucking
job.
It's
around.
okay.
I'm
It's
not
okay.
fucking around.
Remember your therapy, Jordan. Remember your anger management.
Think
okay?
about
Take a
towing vehicles.
Deep breath
Jordan.
in.
Sick of this shit.
Jordan, just fucking do what I told you to. Shut the fuck up.
Jordan.
All right. Fine. He's out of here. I'm fine.
Repeat after
Jordan,
me.
you need to jump.
That's enough.
Didn't
all right?
he say he tried?
Easy.
There you go.
Jordan, can
Kevin?
you hear me? I need you to repeat after me. This is what we're working on, okay?
All right.
3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3.
3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3.
What the heck is bothering me?
What the heck is bothering me?
And just
gives enough
we're gonna
Think
go
of
back
this.
down. We're gonna be
What's
deep
bothering me
breaths.
is that Bo just said that he tried to have sex with my wife.
Yeah, we're gonna. I don't want to fuck up our case because that's why I still have Bo here. We're gonna talk, okay?
Okay.
Just relax.
Hey.
It's fine.
I'm gonna
lawyer
come at him
man.
like a fucking spider monkey.
I picked that up from
McLaughlin.
You trying to tell me something?
yeah.
You know polygamy is legal, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
they don't need to decide if it's okay or not.
I have a question.
I know.
Mr.
I know. We're
McLaughlin.
gonna get
Shit on him. Shit on him, McLaughlin.
Hold on. I have a question.
I
So,
you decided to say hi to me.
because Bo just said that he was gonna fuck his wife,
What were you in
or he wanted to fuck his wife, can you bring that up now or no?
That's why Bo's
How about
coming back.
$500?
We're going in hard.
You go stand in the corner.
All
and
right,
think
all
about what
right,
you
all
did,
right,
bud.
all right. You know what? All right, I'm calm. I've
It's
never been
okay,
more
it's
calm in my
okay.
life. Fuck!
Yeah,
Fuck!
Lay off the energy drinks, Jordan. Okay.
Jordan, do you want
Just
Okay.
relax.
I'm calm.
You're not you when you're hungry.
I'm not hungry.
Yeah,
I'm
have a
hung-
Snickers, man.
Hey, you know,
I'm hungry for
Dr.
Bo's
Shaw
blood,
over there, he gives
motherfucker.
the best massages.
I don't want him fucking massage.
What?
Why?
don't.
Why, Bo? What did I do to you?
That's all right, Eddie.
I think he's sitting on Nettie now.
It's okay, Big
Oh
Pete.
my
Yes,
god.
sir.
Fuck up! I'm gonna throw you out of court.
All right, I'm calm. I'm fine.
All right. Yeah,
I'm fine.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths. I think you scared the judge.
Hey,
He
DuPont.
made him piss himself. Dude.
DuPont, what's your new
Yes,
call
sir.
sign, by the way? 306?
306, yes.
Okay.
Hey, DuPont, how come you're dressed like Jenny?
Because we're only making one now. You didn't know?
what?
We fucking.
Oh my god, am I
No, I
fucking
don't.
both of you? Oh my
We're
god.
only
Wait,
making
hang on.
one.
Hey, Kevin,
Yes.
do you have law enforcement experience?
I'm actually in another city. Yeah, it's my other job.
Oh,
Yeah,
you've been
I
doing
thought-
great.
That's-
Homie.
That's why I
thought
can
so.
only be in the city Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
You are actually my hero. I'll tell you
You're
that right
doing
now.
really well.
Oh, thank you.
You ever thought of being an officer?
Are you
Yeah,
gonna offer
whenever,
that job right in front of my face right
Shut
now?
the fuck up, Boba.
I'm
Serious
so
things are
hurt.
happening.
I have a cousin who would like
For
to,
sure.
once the applications are open, he's thinking about applying, yeah.
That's awesome. All right, nice.
Right in front of my face.
Hey, could you offer me a job too, just to make Bubba cry?
I didn't offer any jobs. I'm just asking if he's in. Like, he
Hey,
should be
can
interested.
anyone but Boba apply?
I know, but like,
What the
I want to make Bubba cry. Can you give me a job?
It's
I
too late.
I heard we're gonna hire William Told next.
Are
That's our
you
next-
fucking serious right now?
Oh my god.
Yes.
I know our objections are kind of getting messed up
I'm
there,
gonna let
Jordan,
you
but I
know.
think we're doing
No,
good.
it's all right. It's all right. I feel good.
I think
feel
we're doing
good.
okay.
I just don't understand how the fuck sworn testimony isn't admissible. It doesn't make sense to me.
Bo in the face.
I know,
It's been like
it's
that
all
for
right.
like a good month and a half.
Jordan,
2
that
months now.
somebody ruled that another judge's
Yeah, that
warrant
was
that
an
they approved
accident.
was,
I
you
just, like,
know,
tripped over my
not good enough. So just think about that.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that too. 500 kilograms worth of cocaine just suddenly was, you know.
Just was nobody's.
Yeah, nobody owned it.
Uh,
It's like a a warrant signed by the chief
Vesker's
justice
still
was
pissed about
thrown
that.
out.
Yeah.
Going back to
Who the fuck is?
I'm going
who
to
the fuck
prison,
is
aren't
Dennis
I?
Labar?
No. I don't think you're going to be found guilty, but even if some weird shit happens and you are, I have a plan, okay?
All right, I got a plan too.
Well, let my
Don't
plan
fucking
let me
run
talk my
from
plan first, but I really don't think we're going to be found guilty. But just relax. It's going to be great.
All right.
If only somebody established that you were ever drunk. It's weird. They didn't.
Hey,
They
Jordan.
lied.
I wasn't drunk.
I'm gonna throw this out there. If you had drank 80 beers, you'd probably be dead.
Unless they're near beers.
Unless they're,
True. So they must not have been beers.
non-alcoholic.
Well,
I
they
didn't
were
know.
near
I didn't know
beers.
until today that there was a non-alcoholic beer.
Chips, my
You never had
son,
a-
my boy.
I don't. Well, I don't drink. I don't drink.
Oh,
so I
shit.
didn't.
Okay.
Oh shit, Chips is here.
Hey, Chips.
Speaking of cocaine,
Speaking of 500 kilograms of cocaine,
Chips, I have some bad news. Table Mom is a giant whore who had sex with Bo. I had some bad news for you, Chips. I'm sorry.
I knew it.
Well,
I knew it.
Hey,
Chips is a
hold on a
real
second. Chips, didn't you have sex
Mr.
with?
Steele.
Aren't there
There's a
videos?
video.
Mr. Steele, you are to refrain from making open statements in court about the character of witnesses in this court case. Is that understood?
Yes, Your
Table wife
Honor.
is dodgy.
wait. Jordan sent me a video
As
to
your
try to get her
last
fired a
warning,
couple months
you
ago.
will be held in contempt.
Shut
sir.
up, Boba.
Apologize, Your Honor.
Okay, so if we have another outburst back there again, I will empty out this gallery and keep the people who are most important in here. Okay. With that being said, we are on the cross-examination of Miss Jean.
Oh, we're gonna be here
if
for a couple
I'm
more hours.
not
I feel
mistaken.
like.
I'm
Settle in,
looking for
boys.
the,
Let me go get the prosecution, Your Honor.
prosecution, please. Yes, go get the prosecution.
Sorry, Your Honor.
don't worry. I think Slipknot's coming back in.
Is that Metzger?
Yeah, what's up, DuPont?
I love you.
At least all the cops are on my side. Besides that mother.
Hey,
fucker over
Just
there.
lower your voice for
What's
me,
up?
Can I talk to you after the court case or on a recess?
Hmm?
Was that a huh or
Everyone's
was that
here?
a uh-huh?
She said
Why
yes.
is Bobby?
Okay.
Why is Bobby over
Cross-examination phase of Gene Steele will begin now.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Steele, for being here. I'm sorry that you've had to go through this. So I want to start right at the beginning when you came to Garage Q. Now, I know this was a month and a half ago, but I just want you to do your best to remember, okay?
Okay.
Thanks. So did you arrive first or did Mr. Steele arrive first?
Objection, scope.
If I could redirect, I believe the prosecution has had some chances here. I'm just trying to figure out who got there first.
If I may rebut, Your Honor.
You may.
If the defense counsel wishes to establish his own foundational evidence with the witness, he may recall them.
Okay. I do have in my notes here. The question was asked, or it was determined, in which who was there first and who was not there first or whatever and everything. I'm going to say that this is going to be within the scope, so I'm going to go ahead and overrule you at this time.
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay.
Woo!
Please ask the question again.
Oh, thank you. Miss Steele, were you at Garage Q by yourself, or did you come there after Mr. Steele was there?
I arrived after he was already there.
Okay, and was he drinking?
Yes.
What was he drinking?
It looked like a 40 ounce of some kind of alcohol and like a paper sack.
Okay. Did you see what type of alcohol it was?
No.
Do you remember what it smelled like?
No.
Do you remember the tone in which your husband was talking? Was it... Oh, just answer that question, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Can you explain his tone to me, please?
He was slurring his words a little bit and walking, or well, he, as far as his tone is, it just sounded like he'd been drinking.
Okay. Are you familiar with that at all?
Sound
I mean, of course, your husband, you guys, how long have you been married? I'm sorry.
Over a year and a half.
That's true,
Okay.
actually.
Are you familiar when your husband is drunk?
Nope, don't ask that.
Yes, unfortunately.
When was the last time Jordan Steele was drunk? Before this alleged day that you believe he was drunk?
A while, to my knowledge. I thought he
That
was
was weird.
clean and going
Okay.
to AA.
All right.
Okay. So it's been a while.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's move a little bit forward here. Your testimony was that you walked up to the vehicle as Mr. Steele was backing up. Can you explain your trajectory, how you walked up, where you walked up to?
Objection compound question?
It's going to be sustained one at a time. Counselor, you know this.
Roger that. Can you explain your trajectory as you're walking towards the defendant's vehicle?
I mean, I was walking from the booth, forward and to the left. Like, he was parked in the parking lot spots to the left of the booth as you go into the valet.
Okay.
And
Did
I was
you? Where
walking
did you
towards his car
arrive?
there.
At what point? Like, I'm trying not to do a compound question here. Just where did you arrive at his vehicle? Like, at what part of the vehicle?
Next to his door.
So you were standing next to his door.
Yeah, and he got in the vehicle, and I was trying to tell him not to drive.
Okay. How did you get run over if you were standing next to his door?
Because then I walked to the valet of the parking lot while he was backing out.
Oh.
Okay. Who did you walk first, or was he backing out first?
I walked first.
Okay. I'm looking at my notes here. I just want you to remember your testimony that you just gave, Miss Steele. Seems a little contradictory to me. So you walked away and then...
Objection argumentative.
I haven't finished my question.
Finish your question.
So you're stating that you walked away and then were backed over, correct?
Well, yeah, because I didn't want to be where his
Hold on.
vehicle was with
Hold
him
on,
driving.
hold on.
Nope, she already
Are you
answered it.
objecting to this?
That's what they're fucking saying, assholes.
I didn't hear one.
Your Honor, I was objecting argumentative based on the pre-phasing to his question in which he said that the witness was giving multiple different types of story. That is for you to determine during deliberation, not for him to state during the phrasing of a question. It is argumentative in nature and attempting to destabilize the witness and make her nervous about her answers here ongoing, thus devaluing her as a witness. It is a very underhanded tactic, and that is why I objected to it.
If I could rebut, I didn't know the DA was Professor Xavier and knew what the defendant was thinking, the witness was thinking.
No, I see what you're doing here. Don't do that again. I'm gonna sustain your objection. Don't do that again.
Man.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Oh, dude.
So, Miss Steele.
Fuck. Fuck, dude.
Stand by 1 second. This objection, I have to change my notes here.
I was watching them sand streams the other day. He's deep on Gene's side.
Okay.
I don't feel good, man.
Do you remember anything after the accident?
I mean, I remember going to the ICU and stuff. Like, I remember the cops, Bo was there whenever I was, and then EMS showed up.
What was your
And
injury?
what part? Well, they told me that I had a fracture to my skull and my brain was swelling.
How was your memory affected by this head injury?
It wasn't really affected that much. They said that I was, lucky that, the swelling wasn't too bad.
Okay, so just to confirm, no memory loss.
His medical record.
No, I haven't had any memory loss.
Okay. Nothing more on this cross, but I still do ask, and I apologize for this, Miss Steele, but for her to remain so I can have some direct questioning myself.
Granted, you can direct question Gene Steele. Don't go anywhere. Go ahead. So, if I'm not mistaken, Bo Tucker and Gene Steele will be recalled.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have a redirect?
Send over.
Counselor.
I don't know. I just got that feeling that Stanton is.
I do not.
You may step.
Is gonna
you may
fuck
step
me.
down, Miss Steele.
And usually my gut's right, man. I just got that feeling, man.
Do you have any more witnesses?
Usually
to
my
call?
gut's right. 95% of the time I go
prosecution.
with my gut.
Not at this time. The prosecution rests.
Okay. With that being said, we have been at
Is
this
stream
for
titles a clue
approximately
for
an
that?
hour and a half. We will go ahead and have a recess of about 10
is the
minutes
stream
or
title?
so, and we will come back and we will finish up and go over to the defense side of things. With that being said, everybody get up, go walk around, freshen up your legs, get blood circulation and going and everything. And we will continue in 10 minutes.
Actually, get up and walk around for fucking sakes.
Jordan Steele, I don't anticipate taking too much time.
Cross, you're so wild.
Wait, what happened? What I miss?
Blood clots are dangerous.
Oh.
Do you,
Yeah.
Do you want to testify,
after this?
or do you want to remain silent? I know this is
on that fucking stand.
I got you, bro.
apologize.
I know.
Going to your
As
mother's
a
house
lawyer,
and
I would
fuck her.
suggest no, but I know it can be boring, and I think you're a pretty smart dude. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you up there last.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Let's
bring
go
up.
outside. Let's go outside.
Oh
yeah.
God.
Counselor McLaughlin, come over here.
I'm gonna powerful beat
Counselor
your
McLaughlin,
ass
come
in the
over here. Come over
bathroom.
here. Come
I
over here.
did not.
Yes, sir.
I just want you to be aware.
What do you
before
want, you
go in and
asshole?
call your
Look,
witnesses
hey,
that the
you're my cousin, all right?
prosecution will
And I'm
be,
trying to have your back here.
calling
Yeah.
evidence and
Well, we're gonna
all
have to
that
go to
stuff.
Alabama because I'm about to fuck my
Knowing
cousin.
you are
Look,
aware.
all right,
Wait,
we
what?
need to step outside because I'm
Fuck
trying to
him
tell
up.
you something, all right?
Evidence, yeah.
Listen, if we
Like,
step
it's very
outside.
important.
All right,
Since I'm
fine,
here
fine,
for-
fine.
It's
Let's
very
step
important.
outside. You want to
I
step
did have
outside?
a motion to add Dr. Cross. I know it was denied at the last trial, but I did, and there was
The fuck you doing?
That's so long.
Oh.
He's trying to help me out. He's playing both sides.
Sorry about that.
I see through it. You don't think I see through it? I see what he's doing.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, Doc Cross is still a no. He denied it, so no doctor. That's okay. We'll get that
By
in.
the way, I wanted to say.
What do you want, you Judas bitch?
Okay, listen, this
Oh,
is a
thank you, sir.
conversation. We can't have anybody else around for. Like, tell your lawyer he needs to step away.
Fine. I gotta talk to this asshole.
No fighting.
But I might
don't do
fuck
anything
him up.
Crazy.
No, we're not gonna
Don't-
fight or
Look,
anything.
Jordan. The other thing
We
is, I
might
still have to
fight.
talk to him, so don't make it weird, okay?
All right, I won't make it weird.
Like, listen, you told me yourself that you was drunk, but I've been trying to dance around it if they try to, you know, ask me that question.
Okay, how can that be testimony? That I was drunk. How can you say? Oh wait,
You,
fuck,
no,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you told me that you was drunk, so I've been trying to dance around it the entire time to have your back.
Hey, McLaughlin?
All right. Okay.
Yes,
Your
sir.
family, alright? I'm trying to
So,
have you back, but I gotta, you know, I can't lie in court, you know what I
Well,
mean?
you didn't have to try to fuck my wife.
No, I didn't know that you were with her when I first met her. You know, that was 4 months ago, Jordan.
Well, how was she receptive towards it?
Thank you, sir. Yeah, nothing personal. We're just got a job to do. I understand.
What?
Yeah, well, she said that you was, you know, like, once, you know, I found out about you and everything, that y'all was, like, you know, together or whatever. She said that, you know,
Well,
you had
what'd she
multiple
say?
wives, so I just kind of assumed that, you know, you was, like, you know, in a
So
open
you did know,
relationship.
asshole.
No, I said afterwards, you know, and I, you know, she's made it seem like, you know, you was into polygamy or whatever, you know, that you don't care to, like, share.
Okay,
or
well,
whatever.
it's on the record now that she's not into that. So if you want to make it up to me, you need to come to my fucking divorce hearing, and you need to tell them that she was gonna let you fuck her,
Thank you.
or I'll never forgive
Actually,
you.
Ironically enough, she didn't want to have sex with me because she was with you, so.
What'd she say?
She said that she was married, and, you know, once I found that out, you know, like, when I found out that, you know, use polygamy, I, you know, thought that they was the way with her, but no, she didn't, you know, offer a cooter or anything like it, you know?
She didn't offer a cooter?
Yeah, she didn't offer a cooter to me, you know what I mean?
All right, fine. Fine.
Yeah. So she was, you know, she's loyal to you. Or was. I don't know about now, you know, because apparently you said she had sex with Fred, but, you know.
Listen, all right. If you care about me, you better hope I don't go into prison, because I won't fucking come out.
Like, don't say that, bud.
I'll stack up murder charges. You don't know how many enemies I made in there. You don't know what the fuck I had to fucking do in there. All right, I'm a cop. They're gonna fucking eat me alive in there. I'm gonna have to kill people.
You're not gonna have to kill anybody because you're not going.
I'm going to.
Your lawyer's doing a good job. You're just paranoid
I'm Jordan
right now,
Steele second. El Loco first.
Listen, you may be El Loco, but you can't let
You don't
that
think
come
about
at
this street shit? Huh?
I know you about this street stuff, bud.
I never left the streets.
I know. You still a part of it every day. I can see it. That's the reason why you get that vest. You know, you always got that vest on. It's to remind you, you know, keep you humble. Remind you where you came from. Because you El Loco, Jordan Steele.
That's right, El Loco.
Yeah, and if you do have to go to jail, I'll get you a shank in there if I can.
All right, I'm gonna need it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna use it too.
All right, so what
I'll fucking stab someone in there.
All right. So listen, you got enough on you right now?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Try to figure it out, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I can get like one at the evidence locker or something like that, and then, you know, just go in there randomly, drop one, and then you go
All
pick
right.
it up somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
And
way
then
if
we're
you
and then
need
we're
to
and then
pick
we're
yourself, you know.
square. And then we're even.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah. I got your back though, cause you family, you know.
I'm gonna try to end this whole thing right now.
Yeah.
You two Gucci now?
Yeah, we've always been
we're
good.
good.
We family, you know.
All right, I don't want two brothers in arms arguing.
Gene.
Oh, you can't talk to her. You can't talk to her. Nope. You were talking to the French guy. Damn Gene over there.
John.
Yes. Jacques.
Jock, I'm sorry about all this. I'm sorry it had to come to all this, Jock.
Let's talk out here.
Oh, she's gone. Well, looks like I'm going to prison.
I know.
I'm gonna be honest. I've made a lot of enemies in there. If I go in that motherfucker, I don't think I'm gonna come out.
I know everyone I've told that I'm engaged to you has said that you are a monster.
They're
I'm
just trying to
not
tear us
surprised.
apart. They're just trying to tear us apart. That's all this is. I'm a monster. And
Miss Nettie, do you watch 90s rom-coms?
Yes.
No, you haven't
You
lost
do?
yet, though.
Because
they don't
right
have
here
the
is just a
evidence.
boy standing in front of a girl, asking her to love him.
Yep.
Don't listen to those people.
Just don't give up hope yet, okay?
I won't
it's not
give up
over
hope.
yet.
Listen, the whole
Also, I'm
city's
standing back
against
on your
us.
side, alright? Because I don't agree with what they're trying to do to you.
Fine. Me either. They're lying. I would never run somebody over with a car intentionally. Anyways, is that what we're going with here? We're not saying I didn't hit her with the car. We're just saying I didn't know.
I don't know what happened. Jealous with rage, she charged her car like a raging rhinoceros. Just we're gonna wait for the end, man. But I want to talk about you for a sec. Make sure you're whispering. Vultures everywhere. What do you? What questions do you want me to ask you? Because I wasn't sure if you wanted to testify. Or not. I know it's boring sitting here for 2 hours.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I don't know. I think we need to establish that I was having a mental breakdown. Let's establish,
Yeah.
you know, how Diaz died, Forcer came after my job, all that shit. Was not
Mhm.
drunk. And then
No, you weren't drunk. You were drunk with grief.
if I did hit her, which I don't think I did, I don't think that I hit her. I didn't hit her. Fuck that.
Well, no. She even said that, which I will go with. We're in closing. Sorry, she was standing right next to your door. Okay. So whatever. She was angry. She tried to headbutt your car or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out in closing.
She was
Closing's gonna be
swinging at
great.
my car. She swung at my car. And I don't know why. I drove away. I was scared.
They can't object to our closing argument, and we go last, which is
Never
good.
around.
So just when the prosecution tries to talk to you, just don't say anything stupid. I mean, you're a smart guy. And
I am smart.
if they go crazy, your favorite phrase is, "Your Honor, I cannot recall. This
don't know.
happened a month and a half ago."
All right. I'll be in
All
there in
right?
a second.
All right, man.
Jordan,
Just don't hurt anybody.
Chips, come
What's
here.
up, Chips?
I gotta talk to you.
what's going on?
Chips, it's not looking good for me. I think your old man's going to prison.
I mean, I have some pictures.
You have some pictures
Yeah.
of what?
You want me to send you them?
Yeah. Well, yeah, send me those. Pictures? All right. Okay.
Steele, you got a damn good lawyer. I like him.
Yeah, he's the best. Where's Stanley?
There you go.
He's actually to the time where I think with a little bit more experience in the courtroom and a little bit more time in the city, I think I'd like to see him around more.
What the fuck is this gonna prove?
Told me to get evidence, so now, Gene's been with me and all that.
Gene's what? Been with you?
Yeah. In the videos.
Oh. Yeah, the videos are good.
And how she's trying to fuck me or whatever. Seeing some of the pictures, she's wearing that clothing. Making her legs look tight.
Alright, we better get in there. I'm gonna have to go over
Okay.
that. Oh, what the fuck? Huh. I don't know what the fuck this proves exactly, but alright. We'll figure it out. Thanks, Chips. It looks like that's Campanetti, but oh, I'll be right back. Shit. Shit. Everything's awful. Everything's terrible. So she was trying to pick up guys in a bar. It's literally just her standing there. Maybe we can't even prove it's her.
Fair.
The video was from 4 months ago. Yo, King Lion Wolf Creations. Whoa, that's a name. Thanks for the 6 months. Be Liquid with 4 says Snake. I know.
You good?
That's
You calm?
I don't want to go to prison. I'm a cop. You know what they do to cops in there?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're a officer of the year. Don't worry about
Man of
it.
the year.
It's man of the. I thought you were voted officer of the year by DOJ. It's man of the year.
Man of the year.
Oh,
by,
that's even better.
Chief Justice.
The reigning, defending man of the year.
Mm-hmm. Dwarven Axe, thanks for the 6 months. Raiden with 7. Thank you. Chat, we're pretty close to 2,800 subs. That'd be nice. Bovice might actually protect us in prison. Doesn't Bovice want to murder you and your entire family? Oh, I don't know anything about that.
That's so long. That's so long.
Flush Canoe, thanks for the 14. Jay Donkey with 14 as well. Thank you. Oh boy.
You
can always make an announcement, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. You know what? Why don't you just go gather everybody?
so long.
Yes, sir.
I'll put you to work. Make you work for your money.
Yes, sir. Units outside the court is going to be back in session.
I'm gonna prolong your sentence to RP in jail. We'll see what happens. And before time served.
So Bo was like, "Hey, I fucked your wife." Is that what he said?
He said that he tried to.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have that for the divorce hearings. And she said that she was a polygamist or something.
Yeah.
No, she said she wasn't.
No, to
They're all
both,
coming,
she
Your
said
Honor.
She was a polygamist. Now she said that she wasn't. So
Yeah.
Move out of the way, virgin. God damn it.
Yeah, that's right. Eat my ass, bitch.
Oh, Chips is here.
Never shown you how to stand like this again.
Chips, what the fuck? Are you like laying on my shoulder?
Yeah.
All right, here you go, buddy. There you go. It'll be okay, Chips.
Leave everybody has to come in, Your Honor.
So long.
Is the judge speaking?
No. All right, let's go ahead and bring this back into session. We have,
It's okay, Chips.
before we get into the defense calling back up or recalling up witnesses, we're going to go ahead and allow the prosecution to present evidence at this time.
Very well.
Prosecution, floor is yours.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before we rest, I would like to clarify some discovered evidence that we found scattered throughout the docket today. Quickly, I would like to touch upon Exhibit G, which is report number 1946.
Okay, hold on. Let me find it.
Very well.
Is this a closing statement or what is this?
He's giving his final evidence.
Oh, okay.
What the hell is this shit?
On page 3 of the docket, sir.
Correction, page 2.
Putting me in the corner.
Exhibit G.
Thank you.
Page 2.
It would be towards the end.
What the fuck? Let me
There'd
look.
be two
Damn it, I
attachments.
can't.
One of them would be the incident report.
E. Where's G? I see F. Oh, G. Incident report. 1946.
Our report's not. Isn't that was the whole thing with Bo?
No,
All right,
it's the one
looking at
Malton
the
did.
incident report. What else?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Gene Steele basically stated that he, which would be the defendant, fell off the wagon and that he seemed very
Chips, what the
upset
fuck are
at
you
something
doing?
that was going on at work, saying at one point that blonde-haired B is going to get me fired. Gene wanted to go the official route because taking care of things behind the scenes had not worked in the past with the defendant. Bo Tucker said that he was pretty sure that it was Officer Steele behind the wheel of the car that hit Gene. Later, the
Your Honor, if I may, I'm sorry to interrupt, sir. I know that this report was accepted as evidence. I just feel it could have been entered in the testimony instead of we're just reading a report here in an open courtroom.
He's not reading a report.
He's not reading. He's giving me highlights to pay attention to.
Yes,
Roger.
I'm giving him a synopsis. Pretty sure. Very well. Later detained Officer Steele and left him in the drunk tank for the evening.
Wait, didn't
Moving
prosecution
on
say the rest?
to the next pieces of evidence of C, D, and E, which reports...
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Wait.
They literally said the rest.
That would be also on page 2.
C. Okay.
C would be the subpoena.
All right.
And then D and E would be the pictures.
Okay, I'm looking at these goddamn pictures. All right. Go on ahead.
Is he Stanton drunk?
Very well, Your Honor. The subpoena and the pictures does
I hope
indeed
so.
state that Jordan Steele, the defendant, does indeed own a beat-up old gray Emperor, exactly what Jean Steele had described being at Garage Q in her testimony today. Lastly, we would like to touch up on Exhibit F, which would be the medical records, would be right above Exhibit G.
Medical records, Exhibit F. Gene Steele's medical records.
Correct. The medical records show that her injuries were indeed consistent of a motor vehicle accident, as did Mrs. Jade's testimony heard here today.
All right.
Hi, Coop.
The medical report does not state
This is not
anywhere
going well.
that there was any symptoms of memory loss or consistent brain damage, as the doctors did treat them today.
Yeah, I am the one on
Without
trial.
any further ado, the prosecution rests, Your Honor.
All right.
Is Payne gonna come visit Jordan in prison?
Read all this right now. Go ahead and move on. I read it when I go into deliberation.
Stanton a mumble rapper?
Defense.
No, he's really.
Yeah, we're fucked. It's not good.
I would call Officer Bo Tucker, former deputy.
You got this, Bo. You got this.
Bo Tucker.
Oh, this is not good. This was
Mr. Tucker, I will remind you, you still are
What
under
are you
oath.
talking about? This is gonna be awesome. Bo's the best.
You'll see.
No, he's
Wasn't he
perfect
also a
in every
trooper
way.
for a minute?
Yeah, retired trooper. Back to LSPD.
That should not be on the record, sir. Sorry.
We're gonna go
It's
ahead
fraud.
and
That's
disregard
fraud.
the
Identity theft.
statement of trooper in retirement off of the record at this time.
I didn't realize.
With all due respect, Your Honor, by acknowledging him as a retired trooper, you have reintroduced it onto the record.
No, we disregarding it.
But in your disregard, you acknowledged it.
Okay.
What
Your
the
statement
fuck?
will never be acknowledged ever again.
Still got you to say it. Kitty gang gang.
This is like a gun
All right.
shooting
On
away
the
from
direct
jury
questioning
court.
of Bo Tucker from the defense, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Swear to God, if
Mr.
I'm
Tucker, how do you
found
know
guilty,
Gene Steele?
I'm gonna fucking attack Gene.
Well, I
I'm
met
gonna
Jane
fucking attack her.
when she was
I swear to God, I'm gonna
originally-
fucking attack.
That's pretty much it, you know. Like I originally met her there because you know she's secretary or whatever. Like
I didn't quite hear that. It seems like you coming in and out. You.
Oh, I got
go-
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
say
can
that
you hear me
again.
now? We good?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So
We called
I just
Coop
know
as a
her 'cause,
witness.
You know, she's like secretary of the court. So, you know, being a
I think that's
police
more
officer,
for
I go to
divorce court.
regularly, or used to at least.
This is apparently
Okay,
slander
how
the
long
fuck out
have
of
you
Jordan
known her
Court.
for?
She was one of the first people I met in the city, actually. You know.
Oh, so would you
Hold
consider
on.
her?
I'm sorry. That wasn't a specific number. Can you
Oh,
please
got
be
you.
more specific in that
since
number,
August.
please? Since last August.
Yeah, this is August 2019.
Okay. Would you consider her a good friend?
Objection relevance?
Try.
I'm gonna overrule. I want to see where this is going. Go ahead.
All right.
Your Honor.
Yay! It's
I mean, I
coming
wouldn't
back
say good
around.
friend, no. I mean, we're
So,
friendly
would
acquaintances,
you consider
know?
her an acquaintance?
Listen, here's the problem with explainers that no one likes a know-it-all. All
Have you ever asked
no
Miss
one likes a
Steele out on
know-it-all.
a date?
Yeah, I took her on a date before.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Where did you guys go out on a date?
Hey, quiet out there.
Objection relevance?
Hold on. Wait a second. Hey, quiet out there. peanut
DA's
gallery.
in shambles.
What was your question that you just asked?
I asked where they went on a date, Your Honor.
And the objection was relevance.
I could rebut when you're ready, sir.
They did a whole line of questioning
yes,
about
sir. I'm
fucking.
trying to establish a defense here, just like the DA established some sort of domestic violence they were trying to do. I'm just trying to establish that maybe our star witness and our victim have something going on here.
Ooh.
Your Honor,
Come on, Stanton.
previously when it was
Stanton,
when Miss Machete was on the stand, you overruled. Well, not overruled, but you sustained the same thing.
I would just ask the same consideration as the state. They were very, very, their objections were, I mean, my objections to them, I believe the state got a few over on us here. Just asking for the same consideration.
I'm gonna go ahead and overrule it right now. Ask you questions. if you click
Okay.
About it.
Okay.
You
Okay.
are
Okay.
the biggest piece of shit.
So please ask
on
your
the
question
set.
again.
Oh, yes, sir. Where did you and Mrs. Steele go on a date?
None of calls these.
Okay. Did you try to hook up with Miss Steele?
Objection relevance, Your Honor?
My rebuttal will be the same.
Overruled. Go ahead.
No, not at the time, no. But no.
Not at the time. So, have you ever tried to hook up with the victim?
God.
I mean, my intentions were clear at one point, you know. She denied it because she was, you know, loyal to her boyfriend or to her husband.
It was a yes or no question, Officer
okay.
Tucker.
So restate again.
Well,
fuck.
Have you ever tried to hook up with the victim in this case?
I mean, I didn't say, hey, can you pop your coochie on the handstand by any means, but you know, that's cool.
So yes.
I mean, I went on a date with her, so I guess so.
Well, you can go on a date without trying to hook up. I'm just asking, have you ever tried to hook up with the victim?
Like, is in hookup? Can you define what you mean by that? Because you know,
Hit
there's
a home
different variations.
run, have sex.
Okay, there's a lot of euphemisms. Just simply say, were you trying to have sex with her? Did you?
I mean, I think it's the English
Yes or
friend
no?
of man, you know. So,
Okay.
sure, I guess.
Wait, I didn't
Let me
know
remind
that.
you,
Okay.
you're under oath.
No further questions.
Ace,
Okay. Cross.
yeah.
Oh wait, no, they were just fucking.
Hello, Officer Tucker. Did you ever have sex with Mrs. Steele?
No.
Did she give you a reason as to why you did not have sex?
Because she was married.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Redirect.
I have no redirect, sir. I would like to thank Mr. Tucker, and if the defense doesn't need to recall, I mean the prosecution, I don't think they can.
No, they
He's
can't.
free to go if
Nope.
you'd like.
We cannot.
Yeah, he can step down.
No, we can't recall him.
So,
No.
can I say something real quick? I would like to.
Do you really
make
want
the
to
fact-
say something?
Yeah, I do.
Do you absolutely need to say something?
You
I would like to
say
hear
the
it.
fact that you know, I am you know, that was 4 months ago when that happened. So you know, like that's not you know here nor there. I ain't trying to like sleep and pop that coochie anymore. It was just
You're under oath, Tucker.
What the fuck?
Well, that's on the record.
Yeah.
I would then
Nice
like to
work,
call
Tucker.
Mrs.
You did-
Steele.
You did good.
Miss Steele, please approach the stand, please. Thank you.
And Miss Steele, to remind you, you still are under oath.
Okay.
Once again, Miss Steele, thank you so much for coming here and testifying. So, November 30th. Do you remember that day? It was so long ago. Do you remember anything specific other than this incident? Anything at all?
No, that's all that happened to me that day.
Okay.
Objection, fat.
You stated earlier that your husband was on the phone with somebody, and then how did that make you feel?
That's funny.
He was ignoring me for his phone call. I wasn't happy about it.
You weren't happy. Would you say that you were angry?
Oh.
Objection, leading.
I withdraw.
Oh, okay. Your objection's gonna be sustained. Splina.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Afterwards,
Objection, too fat to
as,
actually be
we
human.
went over before, you stated you walked over to the busted up. Hold on, let me grab my notes here. Busted up Blue Emperor. So,
Not even blue.
while you were
Not
at the
even
Emperor,
blue.
please tell me about the conversation you had with your husband.
Objection lacks foundation.
I'm asking
What
about.
was the question one more time?
I'm asking her what she spoke about with her husband when she walked over to the Emperor.
Your Honor, if I may rebut.
You may rebut.
He portrayed the scenario leading up to the conversation up to the Emperor instead of creating the foundation with witness testimony leading up to the conversation at the Emperor. So it's a combination of leading and implying truths without asking the witness what actually happened leading up to the event.
A quick rebuttal. It has already been testified that she walked up to the Emperor and she spoke to her husband. I'm just trying to get more in the conversation, sir.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna overrule the objection right now. But go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you remember my question?
Spliner is a
Steele?
fucking nerd.
Yeah. You asked what we talked about whenever I walked up to his car, correct?
Yeah.
Well, I was just telling him not to drive since he had been drinking.
Okay, and that was it?
Well, no, I told him as well that I would call the cops if I had to, even though I don't want to, but I would, you know. Drunk driving's not, you know, good.
Okay, and then can you tell me what happened?
When?
Right after that, after you said you were going to call the police on your husband.
Well, I walked away from his car towards the valet because there was a customer there.
How far
And I
had
was
you
still
walked?
working. I mean, I don't know. Like, what do you mean? Like, how far did I walk when?
Like, did you walk all the way over to the booth? Did you walk 5 feet? I'm just trying to figure out here
You know,
how
I
far
was
you
with
walked
the
away.
valet where you talked to the valet to get your car. I had walked
Okay,
back
so
over there.
so you were at the booth.
Yeah, just standing next to the booth.
Okay. Can you explain what happened after that?
He backed up and hit me with his car.
How can he hit you when you're in the booth,
Oh,
Miss
I
Steele?
didn't say I was in the booth. I was next to the booth.
So you were standing right next to the booth when you were struck?
Where you get your car, sir?
Okay. There's an objection on the table, asked and answered. Gene, remember to remain calm. Give it a second. Let these lawyers give their objections if one's coming out onto the floor. What was the question again?
I'm trying to figure out where Miss Jean was standing when the accident occurred, sir.
Okay,
So my question was,
and then it was, and you were objecting on that was being asked and that was asked and answered. Splana?
Yes, Your Honor. It is.
Okay.
It's been asked in 3 different ways where she was standing in relevance to the booth.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be sustained. Go ahead, keep moving.
Roger that. What would you describe your relationship with Deputy Tucker? How would you describe it? Sorry, not what.
Objection relevance, as the defense has said during our side of the court case, this is about felony hit and run and reckless endangerment, 2 charges that has nothing to do with the relationship between him or her and Officer Tucker. So
you're going to be overruled at this time.
Oh,
Go ahead.
right. There we go.
We know each other.
Mm.
I mean, we don't see each other very often. I mean, we're acquaintances.
Okay. Have you ever gone out on a date?
Yeah, one time.
Did you enjoy yourself on that date?
No, I actually didn't have fun at all.
Okay. Sorry, Bo. Did you try to attempt to hide this from your husband, this date?
No, I didn't.
Do you often go on dates while married?
No.
Objection relevance?
My rebuttal would be the same. I'm just trying to figure out the truth here, Your Honor.
Okay, overruled.
What about Kyle?
No, I don't go on dates often.
All right. I have nothing else for this witness. Thank you so much, Ms. Steele, for testifying today.
Cross.
Mrs. Steele, you said you didn't have a
You're
good
up next,
time on the
boss.
date. Do you remember why?
Because I didn't want to be there.
Why didn't you want to be there?
It was my wedding anniversary.
Where was your husband during your wedding anniversary?
He was working and ignoring me.
That's not great.
Did you attempt to contact him that day?
Many times.
Did you get in contact with Mr. Steele?
Wait, no, we did go
yeah,
on a
eventually.
date. We went to the lot.
What happened when you made contact with him?
All right.
He took me somewhere, and he threw a really terrible surprise last-minute party.
What was terrible about this party?
I'm so sorry, Tucker. I'm so
He
sorry.
kept playing songs that were my favorite songs, but none of them were my favorite songs. He just doesn't know what my favorite song is.
Ask me that on the stage.
Was that the only thing that was terrible about this party?
No, it was only women there. It was just a party full of women on our anniversary.
My man.
Did you know these women?
No, I didn't know hardly any of them.
They were party planners.
Did he know them?
I guess he did. He invited them all to our anniversary party.
You said previously... Oh. Is this the first time he's thrown a party like this for you?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel, Mrs. Steele?
It just really made me question why I was married to him.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Redirect.
Miss Steele, you stated on your anniversary that your husband was working. What is
Yes.
his job?
He's a police officer.
Okay. How would you rate the crime rate here in Los Santos?
Objection, scope?
Yeah, that's going to be sustained.
Damn.
Have you ever been the victim of a violent act, maybe a victim of a crime, other than what we're here for today?
Objection, scope?
I'm asking her of her personal experience on crime. She can answer that. It's happened to her.
It's still out of scope, sir, from what I asked.
Hold on. Well, explain that you about to say something.
I was just about to explain, Your Honor, if I don't mind, that scope is within the line of questioning of the previous line of questioning. So a cross is within the scope of a direct line of questioning. A redirection is within the scope of a cross-examination. So basically, you can only ask questions that are directly related to the questions that Ms. Pearson asked.
And
that is the objection of scope.
Quick rebuttal. It was stated she was angry that he was working. I'm just trying to get
What
in
a
why
nerd.
he was working, Your Honor.
And then you asked if she's ever experienced crime. Yeah, so that's going to be sustained.
Okay, I have nothing else on redirect then.
Okay.
You're out here pounding the fucking pavement. That's why.
Well, you may step down, Miss Steele.
Here we go, chap.
May I have your closing statements, or do we need to give some time to...
I have one more witness, and it is Mr. Jordan Steele, Man of the Year.
Audible gasp.
Mrs. Steele, do you understand by taking this stand today, right now, you will be waiving your Fifth Amendment right? Counsel, advise your client at this time.
Mr. Steele, you with us? You thinking about something? It's totally up to you if you want to waive your.
I'm going to
Fifth
treat
Amendment
my
right.
rights how I treat everyone else's, and I'm going to violate them.
That was a great joke. Hilarious.
That was
obviously joking.
Can that be struck from the record?
Take the stand.
This man is such a comedian. I just love this guy.
I'm asking Mr. Steele, do you want to take the stand?
Oh, you bet.
Alrighty, Mr. Steele, will you please raise your left hand for me? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under penalties of perjury, so help you sin?
So help me sin.
Your Honor, this witness has been sworn in.
Mr. Steele, November 30th. Pretty fateful day. What do you remember about that day?
You ever feel like your heart's been ripped out of your chest and cut in half by a chainsaw covered in salt, vinegar, like a sandwich?
Yes, sir. I believe I have.
There's so much to remember.
Let's start from the beginning.
The grief. I remember the grief. It hit me like a damn train.
Please remain behind the witness stand, Mr. Steele.
I apologize, Your Honor. I apologize. He's emotional.
I see that. Please keep your emotions in check, Mr. Steele.
I'm sorry, Your
Keep
Honor.
them in check.
I'm sorry.
Go on, officer. Tell me about this grief.
My best friend Diaz, as everyone here knows, was taken from us too soon.
He was taken from us on what date?
Objection relevance?
Rebuttal.
Yeah, rebuttal. This crime happened on November 30th. His best friend was killed on November 30th. I'm trying to get into the head of the defendant here and what he was feeling at the time of this alleged crime. I'm trying to present my defense here.
I understand that, but I still don't see the relevance of the date with the felony hit and run and the reckless endangerment, Counselor. And Your Honor?
Have you ever been sad, Miss Pearson?
No.
I will let the judge make his ruling.
I'm gonna overrule the objection right now. I'm gonna see where this is going. Go ahead.
Go ahead, officer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's the day that Diaz died.
And then you hit the street to protect the citizens, correct?
Listen, crime doesn't sleep.
So, the same day that your best friend was murdered, you selflessly went on duty and worked for all of these citizens back here.
I did.
Okay.
There was no time to mourn.
No time. I understand. Did anything significant happen during that shift?
Yes.
Please tell me about this.
I was threatened with firing.
So the same day your best friend was brutally murdered, your job was threatened.
That's right.
Did you deserve this? Did you deserve this talking to, this threatening?
No, it was a targeted attack.
Targeted attack. How did that targeted attack make you feel?
I've never been more upset in my life.
I understand. What did you do after you got off duty?
Well, I wanted to have a conversation with my beautiful wife over there, Jean Steele. But when I had seen her, I was on the phone. I was talking to my sponsor, and telling him about how happy I am to be sober, and how I'm upset about everything that's going on. And when she saw me on the phone, she got upset at me.
When you say she, you talking about your wife?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, then what happened?
I thought maybe it'd be best for me to get out of the situation. She was mad at me. So I decided to get in my car and leave.
Okay.
I mean, she was furious.
Furious.
She was...
Can you explain more about furious? Like just so we can all just explain it a little bit more in detail about that. Her level of anger, please.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. I'd say 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Oh
8
my
out
gosh,
of 10.
Okay.
She.
Then you left. Did you recognize anything when you left? Anything happened when you drove away from that situation with your angry wife?
Well, I got in my car, and she approached the window and she started yelling at me more. And I said, "Listen, honey, I'm having a really bad day. Okay, I'm just gonna go. I'll call you in a little bit when you've calmed down. And I really need you to be here for me right now."
Okay, and then what happened?
I drove away. Only after she swung at my car, tried to punch out my window.
So she, blinded with anger, blinded with rage, attacked your emperor.
Yeah. I believe that she did.
I'm sorry you had to experience that.
That's okay.
I really am.
That's
I hate
okay.
to see marriages dissolve like this. I have no further questions, Your Honor. Thank you for your testimony.
Damn it.
Spanner, would you like me to? Or would you like to?
No.
It's up to you. I only have a few specific questions.
Okay.
No.
You only have a few?
You need a
Hold
tissue,
on,
Mr. Steele.
pause. Tissues, please.
Do you,
Somebody
do
get
you
him
need a tissue?
Yeah, I got it.
Diaz!
I'll let you go and then I'll go after.
Diaz!
Just give him a moment, for pity's sake.
Oh God! Why? Why?
Let's take 5 minutes, please. 5
Why?
minutes. Okay. Get counsel, gather your
Diaz!
your witness, please. Calm him down. 5 minutes.
Chips, I need you.
Why?
Can you calm his
No!
dad down, please?
God damn it! No!
Yeah.
He's just filled with grief.
What did that wall do to you?
Jordan, I have your son here.
Hey, Chips. How's it going?
Yeah, you shut the fuck up and get up. Come on.
Hey, don't you talk to your old man like that.
Oh, you're all right. You're all right.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm fine.
It's okay. I know you're grieving. I know you're grieving.
God.
It's okay.
Yeah.
God.
You're fine.
Thank you, Chips. Thank
All
you.
right, okay.
You need to relax. I mean, look how relaxed I.
I know, you are. You're so relaxed. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What is that?
My
Okay.
hands are literally
Thanks,
shaking.
Chips.
All right, I'm fine.
Yeah.
All right. I can't pretend to understand your grief, Jordan. Just
Excuse me.
I don't think
together for a
anyone
few
can
minutes.
understand what I'm going through right now.
I know.
I don't
Fellow
think
brother in
anything
arms.
so horrible has happened to anybody in this entire city.
All right. Just a few more questions from the honorable state over there, and we'll get through this. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I forgot Cross's coaching. No, I didn't. What do you mean?
Did we get him a tissue? I just want to make sure. No? Anyone hear me?
I think you got a tissue. I think it's
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, sir.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Fuck.
Serge? Why do you have holes in your shirt? Oh, I heard of that.
Are you fucking high?
All right, let's go do this.
No. This is not the first time you've seen
We're
me
gonna
in this
be
color.
on the cross-examination at this time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. I am finished with the Officer of the Year, Man of the Year.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome
Alrighty,
to
Your Honor.
Penta
Thank you.
Premium.
Officer Steele, how you doing?
I'm not good. I'm facing
Oh.
prison. My wife is having sex with my cousin, apparently. My best friend's dead. How are you, Splainer?
I'm sorry that you're going through a rough time.
It's okay.
So I just wanted to confirm. You said that you were driving your Emperor on Garage Q on November 30th, 2019.
I was driving my Emperor.
Okay. I have no further questions, Your Honor. Unless the other prosecution does.
All right.
You mentioned the death of your best friend,
Yeah.
and you mentioned your sponsor,
Hmm.
which means, well, here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you part of AA? Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yes.
Why did you call your sponsor?
That's what you're supposed to do in moments of grief. To make sure you don't have a relapse.
Did you indeed have a relapse?
No.
Mr. Steele, did you drink any alcohol that night?
No.
Excuse me, give me a second here. Did you ever say to Officer Tucker, I wish my wife was here so that I could beat her?
I don't recall.
Mr. Steele, how long have you and Mrs. Steele been together?
Oh. God. I don't know. A long time.
Have you ever cheated on Mrs. Steele?
Do you mean emotionally cheated?
I will, I can clarify. Have you physically cheated? Have you ever had sex with another woman? Have you been, basically, yeah, physically cheated on her?
Have I had sex with another woman? Yes.
Have you physically cheated on Mrs. Steele?
Yes. I have.
Oh.
You see, I didn't know that she was still
Oh.
alive. I thought she was dead for some odd months. And God, it tears my soul apart that I didn't know that she was still alive. I would have done everything to try to find her.
Was she lost?
She was.
Mr. Steele, is it true that you're in a relationship with Nettie Machete?
Nope.
You are under oath, Mr. Steele.
Objection, Your Honor. He answered the question.
Go ahead and answer the question again, Steele.
Who?
Nettie Machete, are you in a relationship? The question was, are you in a relationship with Nettie Machete? You are under oath, be reminded.
I do not date bald women.
That did not answer the question, Your Honor?
No. Mm-mm.
Is it true you have another wife?
Yeah. I remarried during the time I thought that she was no longer with us.
Did you discuss this marriage with your wife, Mrs. Steele?
Mrs. Steele.
Objection, Your Honor. Confusing question. There are two Mrs. Steeles.
That's true.
I'll rephrase.
Okay. Sustain, go ahead and rephrase.
Did you discuss... Well, actually, I'll do another one. What is your wife's name?
Which one?
Your other wife's name.
Jean Steele.
Your other wife.
Caden Steele.
Did you have a discussion with Jean Steele about Caden Steele?
Caden and I were already married before Jean found her way back into my life. Fuck. I'm sorry. She was just gone for so long.
Can you please answer the question, Mr. Steele? Did you discuss it with Mrs. Jean Steele?
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Did you discuss your marriage with Caden Steele with Jean Steele?
Yes?
When did you have a discussion about this?
When she, as I said, found her way back into my loving heart.
What were her thoughts on your new marriage with Caden Steele?
Objection, Your Honor. Mr. Steele has no idea to determine anyone's thoughts. He is not a mutant.
I'll rephrase.
Okay.
What was her response to this discussion?
Oh, this was
about the marriage.
This was almost a year ago. I'm unsure at this time.
Did she approve of it?
For a time.
Has Jean Steele ever cheated on you?
I don't know. I suspect that she has. Actually, yes, she has. With my son, Chips!
Chips! What the fuck?
Does that upset you, Mr. Steele?
What?
Yeah. Does that upset you, Mr. Steele?
Does it upset me that my wife had sex with my son?
Yes.
Yes.
Does it bother you if your wife or girlfriend is in another relationship?
Yes.
Do you wish to be the only male in the relationships that you are in?
Yes.
Have you ever physically assaulted your wife?
Heavens, what the no, no. Absolutely not.
Were you in Garage Q with Gene Steele?
Was I in a garage?
Were you in Garage Q with Gene Steele on November 30th, 2019, Mr. Steele?
No, we were not in a garage.
Were you at Garage Q with Gene Steele on November 30th, 2019, Mr. Steele?
Yes.
What were you discussing, Mr. Steele?
Are you gonna fucking... And at this moment, I'm not, gonna be able to exactly recall.
You can't exactly recall, though for previous testimony with your attorney, you could recall quite well.
Objection. What's the question here, Your Honor?
Yes. Can you state your question plainly, please?
Just a statement, Your Honor. Did
Okay.
Did Gene Steele state that you were drunk?
Before you say anything, the objection is sustained to what happened. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you need me to ask the question again?
Yes, please. Please ask the question again.
Okay. Mr. Steele, did Gene Steele state that you were drunk?
I think that she might have asked me if I was drunk.
Were you indeed drunk?
Heavens, no.
Did Gene say that she was going to call the cops if you decided to drive?
I didn't hear anything like that.
Did you drive away after the conversation?
There was some driving away at one point.
Did you drive away from Garage Q after the conversation?
Objection asked and answered, Your Honor.
It's going to be overruled. Answer the question, please.
Yes.
Did you ever return to Garage Q that night?
I don't recall.
Were you angry with Mrs. Steele?
No.
Did you want to beat Mrs. Steele?
No.
Did you have a vehicle parked in the parking lot of Garage Q?
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Outside of the valet?
Yeah.
Which vehicle was it?
I was driving my Emperor.
Where did you go after your conversation with Gene Steele?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. I just drove around for a bit. Aimlessly.
Do you know a Gremlin Carolyn Togs the Third?
Not personally, no. I've arrested her.
Did you see her that night?
I don't recall.
Were you informed that Gene Steele has a restraining order against you?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance. Restraining order has nothing to do with hit and run and reckless endangerment.
We've already established that the couple is married. Your Honor, we've already gone down this.
I also didn't ask any questions about this.
This is cross-examination.
I think we have brought up the restraining order.
Yeah, we have. It's gonna be overruled this time.
I'll ask again. Were you informed that Jean still has a restraining order against you?
Yes.
Have you made contact with her since?
No.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Redirect.
Officer Steele, do you love your wife, Jean Steele?
I love both of my wives equally. But I love Jean a little more.
I have no further questions.
You may step down at this time, Mr. Steele.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Do we need to
What
go
a
to
brave
recess for
man.
closing arguments?
I'm ready to go, Your Honor.
I might need about 3 minutes, Your Honor.
3 minutes for recess. Granted. Go do your thing.
How'd I do?
You did great. You're so brave.
Hey, Jordan, did you really win Man of the Year?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Yeah, Man of the Year.
Man, whore of the year.
Hey.
You cheated on me.
Hey, I'm married to 2
You
women.
left me.
What
Wait,
are you
follow-up
talking
question.
about?
Did Chips really have sex with his own mom?
Yes,
Yes,
those
I
videos
saw
were
the
proven to
video.
be real in court.
I saw
Wait,
the
there's
video.
videos?
Yes.
Is
And they'll be played in the
still
divorce
needed?
hearing.
Oh, no, I told Nettie she was free to go, and the judge
Oh, you're free to
released her.
go. If you have
Yeah.
to go, go ahead.
I'm sorry,
if you
Miss Nettie.
If you want to leave, you can leave.
Man,
Yeah,
Chad,
I,
we
uh,
fucking nailed that shit.
I said you didn't
I'm
need
learning
to
a
be
lot
recalled.
today.
I apologize if you stayed here that long.
Yeah.
Does that apply for both EMS?
Yes, both of you are free to go. Yes, all
Okay.
the EMS are free to go.
Thank you very
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Don't
sorry. I'm
tell me
sorry,
what to
EMS.
do.
I apologize for that.
much. That's okay.
Mr. Kevin?
Yes.
Over here at the end.
Man, this is a joke.
Your client.
Tell him, Copper.
Your client
No
promised
one's
me
getting
after this
shot
case
in
that
like
he'd
an hour.
start seeking therapy seriously from
Wait, who
Miss
got shot an
Talia
hour
Hayes.
ago?
Yeah, I'm going to work that into the closing argument. I was going to work that in if they allowed you to testify, but apparently the chief of
Corruption, yes,
medicine.
yes, I know the DOJ is corrupt. I know, I got it.
I wouldn't go that far. I just figured you were the most qualified to talk about it, but it's all right.
Yo, doing work. Thanks for those
I'm
5
qualified
gifted
by
subs.
losing
I think I
someone
already
close
said
to you,
that.
yeah,
Chat, we're only
yeah.
25 away from
Terrible.
2,800.
I just this man's gone through enough.
How do you
He's gone
still
through
have
so
a
much.
fucking
Just trying to get him
job?
I
justice.
don't know, man. I don't know. I'm at more of a loss than anybody else is here.
When are you gonna become chief of VMS there, Boba?
As soon as they don't demote me for showing interest in PD.
Wait, they do that?
Apparently.
Ooh.
But they weren't happy that a command member wanted to leave.
Nice.
I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I don't think this is great.
So the prosecution, they're going to go first, and then I'll do closing, and then we'll figure out what's happening here.
All right.
Shouldn't be too much longer.
Okay.
You okay, Chips?
What evidence did they really have to prove my guilt?
I think you told me earlier.
Chips, what the fuck are
Fat
you
ass
doing?
Which one?
Thank you, Chips. I have been working out because I'm thick with 4 C's.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know. Bo testimony that was like
Copper, what are you doing?
spotty at best.
Nothing.
That's so
I like the
long.
glasses.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, babe.
We got a verdict yet?
Kind of like
I don't-
yes, we've already finished the court case, Nick.
Wait,
We're just going with closing statements, and then the judge will decide.
Okay,
okay,
or that dickhead will actually tell you what's happening
Welcome
and
to
not
Penta
go along.
Premium.
Oh, so, non-bro moves.
Should be not guilty, no evidence. I can't help but feel that I don't know.
Oh, we're damned.
Oh.
Oh.
There's reasonable out there, so I'll bring a matter of opinion on the.
I don't.
What? What?
We'll see,
No,
man.
Are you blind or numb? Because she did. That's like the 5th time she's done that.
Are you kidding?
Chips, what are you doing?
Chips? Do you...
I think he was trying to control you with the force, you know?
Jesus, Chips.
They're not even charging me.
Hold them in place while I do
How
this.
are they not charging me with DUI? They're like mentioning all this alcohol. and shit. What the fuck?
Thanks, Chips.
Yeah.
What the
So,
fuck?
to be honest, so you're guilty, so maybe you actually lost. Am I actually guilty?
Have you seen the new ones? No.
Yes.
Because she did run at my car. That is actually what happened.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything.
Spoilers.
I think it was a pretty
Yes?
good. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
She-
Boba,
did you
actually.
guys
That's,
forget
like,
what
right up your
happened?
alley.
Wait, are you in the Star Wars, Boba?
Who would have thunk? Am I
I
right?
just realized his name.
You are so dumb.
Snow, please don't tell me.
You
No,
can't
my
even-
God.
left her?
You
I'm
can't
being
even
sar-
pretend that.
I'm being sarcastic.
You're not
Yeah.
actually that stupid.
Cops do that shit on duty.
Like all this shit you've like done in CID.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. Good call.
Have you seen Mandalorian?
Not all of it, no. It's difficult in my
Can't hear you,
country.
Your Honor, if you're speaking
Oh,
thus.
gotcha. It's so
That's
good.
so long.
Is everybody ready to present their closing arguments?
Defense
Your
is
Honor.
ready.
Prosecution, begin your closing argument.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, people of the court,
Eat that
thank you for
glitch.
taking your time to come out this evening to listen to this case. The defense has attempted to establish a pitiful argument of emotional drama and
Oh,
lies
that's
to somehow
so-
insinuate that that is enough to escape criminal culpability for his crimes. Your Honor, the defendant has established himself that an argument happened between the defendant and his wife, Jean Steele, on
That guy's
at
a
Garage
slut.
Q on November 30th, 2019, that he was driving his Emperor. However, he has made wild, intangible claims that Miss Steele struck his window in which there is no medical evidence of. And the defense has failed to account for or explain how Miss Steele suffered a blunt force trauma injury to her head concurrent with getting run over by a vehicle and contacting with the pavement, as verified by emergency medical staff that assessed Miss Jean Steele. Through the testimony of an officer on scene, one Bo Tucker, the victim, Miss Jean Steele, and emergency medical personnel, Miss Nanny Machete and Miss Bailey Jade, and the testimony of the defendant himself, the prosecution has established a sequence of events in which the defendant was found drunk and disorderly on his own property.
Nope.
So much so that Officer Tucker was instructed to overwatch him by his own father, Trooper Tony Andrews. To overwatch him and make sure that he didn't get into any more
City
trouble,
Street
that he
Project
didn't
Baby Bird.
endanger anyone, that he didn't do anything that would put his job or his person at risk. Officer Tucker watched the scene in which the defendant entered his vehicle, recklessly endangering his wife due to his inebriated state, struck her with said vehicle, this Emperor that we have established on 4 different accounts that was present at the time, that he himself confirmed to be driving, and without a single hit of thought or consideration for the state that he was in, that somebody, Officer Bo Tucker, heard from atop of a building, an audible thud. That he had
Well, I'm
struck
glad all the
somebody,
DAs
drove
are
off
on for this
without a
shit, but can't
thought or
approve my fucking raid
consideration for
warrant.
The state that he was in, or what he may have done,
Assholes.
and continued to drive away drunkenly from the scene, as verified by Officer Bo Tucker when he attempted to give chase. The defendant was later arrested and placed into the drunk tank. Again, by the orders of his own father, Trooper Tony Andrews, to ensure that he does not get into any more trouble. Ensures that he doesn't run over any more people. Your Honor, the people request that you find Officer Steele guilty of recklessly endangering his wife by getting into a vehicle while drunk and disorderly, and a felony hit and run for striking his wife with said
I actually
vehicle.
don't think that
The
reckless
series of
endangerment
facts
is the
has been
right
verified by physical assessment, evidence, and testimony of the witnesses at hand, and only one story doesn't quite add up, Your Honor. Only one story just doesn't quite fit versus 4 other sources of evidence and testimony. The defendant in his feeble attempt to escape culpability for his crimes. And Your Honor, personally, with working with Officer Steele, I'm kind of disappointed. I thought he would own up and be a man for what he's done. But I suppose we'll have to find him criminally culpable in this court of law today. Thank you.
The fuck?
What the
I
fuck?
can't well and faithfully
Fuck him
charge
up.
somebody.
Your closing argument.
Fuck him up.
You can charge him for not being a man?
No, never mind.
I really do appreciate this packed courtroom today. I know these court cases can sometimes take a while. The Officer of the Year also appreciates all of your attendance here. Let's start off by the 2 charges. Felony hit and run from the government website. Leaving the scene of an accident that results in injury or death without IDing yourself to the parties involved.
Ooh.
The alleged party involved was his wife. He was ID'd. She knew who he was. Reckless endangerment. Must have acted in a way that showed a disregard for the foreseeable consequences of his actions. Mr. Steele struck no one. He was in an argument with his wife, and he tried to leave. Jealous with rage, as we have established, Miss Steele charged at my client's car, head first, striking the vehicle. Jealous with rage, she attacked an Emperor, and I'll tell you what, they built those things to last. There's so many of them in the cities. They built those in the 80s. It was a bad idea, and I'm so sorry that Miss Steele got injured. I am so sorry. Let's move on to the star witness, Mr. Tucker, who stated he was on Overwatch above us, right over there. And as all of you saw when you went up to where Mr. Tucker said that he saw all this, all you can see is a tree. Mr. Tucker was not entirely truthful about that. There was absolutely no way he saw anything. It's impossible. He saw a tree. Mr. Splainer over here states that there's no way that my client could have been sad. Well, with all due respect, Mr. Splainer, I don't know if you've ever been in this situation, if you ever lost a brother in arms, someone who has your side, someone who's in the foxhole with you, someone who would take a round for you. Jealous with grief. Sorry, not jealous with grief. Filled with grief.
What?
My client went to work that day. Served all of you here.
Oh, Sam's not
Protected you.
listening.
I have a quote I'd like to say. Society hates the sheepdog because he looks too much like the wolf until the wolf strikes. And then society runs to that sheepdog and they say, protect us. That sheepdog is standing right over there and his name is Jordan Steele. All of this has to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt.
Hell yeah.
We talk about him being drunk. As I stated before, the PD has a very specific way to figure out who is drunk and who is not. Standardized field sobriety tests, blood tests, breath tests. None of that was done. If this was such an egregious crime, Officer Tucker would have taken Jordan Steele straight to Bolingbrook. He did not. Because this was a very unfortunate incident where the victim,
And what am I supposed to do? Not
jealous
listen
with
to a
rage,
trooper?
lost her cool. As Mr. Steele tried to leave the situation to cool off. That is all I have.
Oh, shit. We're going to prison.
Thank you. I will now put this court into recess as I make my deliberations. It is probably going to be a lengthy one, so if you guys need or must, you may go and find refreshments out in the lobby, stretch out, do what you got to do. I'll be back.
That was a great fucking closing.
I do ask that everybody does step out of the courtroom because if voices are loud, it might.
Here's all the betas questioning the fucking
lawyer.
court record. All the guys that happen to get gifted subs.
Hey, don't you ever suggest it out loud under oath ever again?
I never said that, man.
No, you definitely inferred it.
I said you were wrong. I never said you lied.
Well, why didn't you call hot dogs this stand?
Listen, Tucker, I respect all law enforcement. I said,
I don't know. Maybe the DL loose because it's just the wrong charges. I mean,
That's what I told you.
yeah, felony hit and
You
run by
hear that,
definition would be
Shields?
wrong.
You hear that ghost?
No.
No,
Huh.
don't hear the ghost.
Alright, Chips, what's up, buddy?
Hey, nothing much.
My stuff.
how you feeling, Jordan? You feeling okay?
I don't feel great.
All right, I'll talk to you when you're. Oh, I thought you were going with them.
No, I'm going right here.
All right.
Sometimes it just seems like this whole goddamn city's out to get me.
Listen, man, we can only do what we can do. Yeah, I did my best, and I think Judge Stanton's a smart guy. Hopefully, he comes to the right conclusion.
I guess we'll see.
All right,
It's
I'll be over
just
here if
like,
you need anything.
Where's the proof? Where's the evidence?
There's no proof. They keep saying you're drunk. You're not drunk. How can they prove that? I think Judge Stanton beyond a reasonable doubt, did they prove that you did this? They might have proved that you cheated on your wife, but you're in a freaking polygamous marriage. Who cares?
Well, I'm not on trial for that.
No, you're not. You're on trial for 2 charges. What I keep bringing up. So we'll see. I have a plan if he finds you guilty, but I really don't think that you're going to be guilty. So. I'll be right over here if you need anything. All right.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm not okay with being called. I am not okay being called Bo. I'm not. I'm only bald on half of my head. I can't help it. It's genetic.
Oh, hey, Chips.
Yeah,
What's
but
going
I
on?
was 100%
Suppose it's time I teach you how to shave.
Someone's gonna kill
I think
me.
I'm going away for a long time. You're gonna be a man
Well, you know
soon.
what? I'm gonna be gone for a while too.
Why?
Well, I kind of want to take a break and
Nothing personal. I'm just doing my job.
fly out to the city. I don't know, maybe go to Colombia.
I'm just doing my job.
What are you talking about, Columbia, Chips?
Yeah, it's down south. They call it Crack South. I don't know.
Crack South?
Yeah.
Chips.
Alright, so here's the...
Do you even have a passport?
I'm gonna take
By
you out for
suggestion, I mean it's not a suggestion.
No,
it's me telling you
actually.
to stop.
Well, how the fuck are you gonna go to Colombia without a passport, Chips?
Am I doing something wrong?
I don't know. Could I put myself in a suitcase?
Talking to him about it.
Probably. I can't imagine Colombian customs is too intense. But how are you gonna get back? That's gonna be the hard part.
No, it's not.
It's impossible to get into this state
I was
illegally.
gonna give it to Randall.
Well,
Tell me it.
Well, I'll figure
You
it
know
out.
what?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm sure they have tunnels underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be fine actually. Probably.
Gosh, BS.
It's not gonna be easy though.
Yeah, I guess not. You know, I'm
Hey, dude, Spliner.
you know, thinking about going over there early. Maybe I'll
I'm sorry.
scout
I
out
didn't
a
hear you. They
few
were talking about
things.
sticking stuff up their butts.
All right, Chips. Well, your paw's going away for a long time.
I don't.
Oh no.
I can feel it, and my gut's never wrong. I'm
Not
going
really.
to prison.
I usually only we usually only come into the city.
How
if people
long
need
do
me.
you
If
think?
somebody sends me
I don't
an
know.
Oh shit.
And people don't really need you very much, then, right?
email. Not really.
Listen,
DA that's
it's
come
been
in
nice
is,
knowing all
I
of
only
you
come in the
guys.
city when
I'm gonna
I'm
go to
called
the
in,
island
like-
now.
Are you kidding?
Hey, Steel,
did
can
you
I
even
ask
listen to
you
that closing?
a question really quick?
Sure. You can call me and you can write a letter to the island I'm hiding out on. I can't go to
Hey,
prison.
I mean,
Don't kill
that
me
whole, this whole, like, thing where you went off duty and got drunk, that had nothing to do with those strike points I gave you, right?
in there. Everything. I wasn't drunk. I'm not an alcoholic. I was having an emotional breakdown.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't, like, directly related to me giving
Yes,
you...
it was. This is all your fault, Copper. I'm going to prison and it's your fault. I'm gonna go hide on a fucking island now.
All right.
I can't go to
Dude,
prison.
I'm actually so
Because
proud of myself right now.
I'm tagged as high command, so just send me an email.
All right, Metzger. I'll see you later.
and-
I can't
Jordan,
face.
you're not
I can't
leaving.
face this.
Jordan, get over here.
They're gonna kill me in there, Metzger.
And then
Jordan,
Yeah, Boba.
don't leave me.
No. All
What
my life
happened?
I've ran, and I'm really good at it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here.
Hey, buddy.
where are you going? You gotta wait
What's
for the
going
verdict,
on,
Jordan.
No, I got an island that no one knows about. I'm gonna go hide out on it.
No.
Let's just wait. Let's just wait.
Listen, my whole life I've ran away from things, and I'm very good at it.
Well, I don't want you to run away from this because you're one of my officers, and let's be honest.
Illegal. It's also illegal.
It's also illegal.
Well, this
and
shit's apparently illegal. They're gonna kill me in prison.
I can't well
What?
and faithfully, if
You
they
just
were
said
to
you're
find you
El Loco.
guilty, send you to jail because they never proved, nobody proved that you were drunk. So
Remember,
Yeah.
I have a
Alright,
plan.
fine.
If for some weird reason they find you guilty, I'm going to ask for
Bitch, don't
probation
move.
before judgment. Okay, we'll get you some mental health classes. Don't
Jordan.
worry about it.
Oh, Metzger!
Chief,
No!
Chief.
You okay, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. You almost hit me again. What the fuck? No, ow. I've had worse. Coppers hit me before. All right, seriously though, don't worry.
All right.
I mean, I think go with what your attorney's saying. He's doing a good job. The burden of proof is on them, and they haven't really proved anything. So
they proved that I drove an Emperor.
They drove. Yes, exactly. You own a
You
vehicle.
know, I'm more
you drive
disappointed
it.
in you driving an Emperor of all things than
That
anything
car
else that was
was
brought out in this court case.
They literally failed to prove that you
Those things
were
are built to last, man.
intoxicated, and they failed anything in that realm. So, I mean, they, you asked what alcohol smells like because alcohol doesn't smell like anything.
Doesn't have a smell.
Ethyl alcohol has no smell. You're smelling the hops and
Chief
stuff.
Deputy, former retired Captain Sergeant Copper.
Right, it's fine.
Is that your official title? So if I have any correspondence,
I've decided to stay and face judgment.
Should I just?
That's good,
Should I
Jordan.
just
That's
put an
good.
alphabet
It's
behind your
very-
name and hope for the best?
Very commendable of you, Steele.
But I'm gonna warn you guys, you're not gonna like what you see if I get sent to prison.
I don't think.
Oh,
you're
we
gonna
don't have
get
to worry
sent to
about that.
prison
It's not
still.
gonna happen. You and me, buddy.
Listen.
I mean, it's
I
not
might
like
have to.
that.
I might have to do something to someone.
The fuck does that mean?
Something might happen.
It means that he's not
It's
going.
pretty vague now.
Wait, how long ago did this happen?
Over a month ago. Over a month, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is pretty stale.
Jordan, just so you know that the 30-day statute of limitations, we're beyond that, so you can't actually get revenge on me for giving you strike points.
Oh, I'm not gonna get revenge on you. Oh, is that all funny? I'm gonna have to stab a man in prison. Is that funny, you guys? I'm gonna have to fucking make a shave out of a toothbrush and stab a man in the neck. Is that funny?
But I can just bring you a knife.
You don't know what I had to do.
While you're there, can you target
Wait,
him?
if you were so emotionally attached to Diaz, then can't you get revenge for him?
What do you mean?
Am I not giving you that
Revenge on
opportunity?
Diaz?
Am I not giving you
Shit.
that opportunity?
Listen,
Denzel's in Bone
You also called him not a man.
That's fair.
if I get kicked off the police force, I'm gonna make you not a man, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make you not a
Kurt
man.
literally
You
was
fucking
found
piece of
guilty
shit.
of murder, and he was still a deputy.
Do you know how many
You know
people
what I
I'm
get-
gonna have to murder in
For like a
prison?
week.
Do you know the last time
Yeah,
I was
well,
in there, what I had to do?
Well, how many movies do you watch about prison? What is going on?
It's not.
I'm so
It's
confused.
not a movie. It's real life. I'm fucking El Loco.
Jordan's gonna hire one of those coaches for prison.
What the fuck is this?
You're gonna find out.
El Loco.
You're gonna
Did
fucking
you found
find
the
out.
Latino Kings? What are you doing?
Who's
Yes,
El Loco?
I
Why are you
did.
fucking him?
I founded the Bolingbrook division of the Latin Kings. All right.
What the?
2 years ago.
Wait. Hold on. Let's take a couple steps back. Can we talk about the whole Al Qaeda thing?
What?
Oh god.
Wait, what?
I don't know what the fuck
The
you're
Al
talking
Qaeda
about.
thing?
I don't know. If
There's
this is
no
the
Al
time or the
Qaeda
place.
thing.
Such.
Yeah, probably not, Cross. Wait till after the ruling when things have kind of thinned out, then maybe.
Yeah, I've never heard of this Al
Discussions
Qaeda
for another
business.
time. All right.
Yeah.
What are you
Ain't
talking
worried
about,
that
Cross?
right now.
I'm on a no-fly list because I had a mental breakdown on a flight.
Did you want to shake somebody's hand there, Jordan?
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, I got kicked off a flight. I started freaking out right before it was, kicking off from the gate, and now I'm on a no-fly list. That's all. It happens to people all the time.
So does that mean you're like barred from being flight certified in PD?
No,
I think
that
that would be
means
more
I'm
for
on.
It's just commercial
It's
flights.
commercial
Oh,
flights.
okay.
When was this still? Specifically, when was that?
A little after 2000, like 2002. What?
Flying is stressful,
What?
and back
It was
then in
more
2002,
stressful then.
Security was heightened.
It was more
Okay.
stressful then.
God damn.
You know how they would pull. 1 out of 4 people got their asshole searched in 2002 by TSA.
I mean,
That's a fact.
Jordan's responsible potentially for a lot of job growth
That
in
actually
the
does
US.
sound pretty accurate. I'm not
Do you know
gonna-
what it's like?
Especially after 9/11, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Do you know what it's like to have to sit on a fucking 5-hour flight after a fist was just in your asshole?
Yes.
Oh,
What?
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Surge. Oh, I'm fucking sorry. Some of us flew a lot after 2001.
See? Exactly.
All right. Well, that explains that.
Thanks a lot, Jordan.
What the hell is this?
Oh my god.
Was that 94 Desert Storm?
Jesus Christ. What was that song?
It was Bombs,
Bombs
Over
over
Baghdad.
Baghdad.
Yeah,
War
Bombs Over
propaganda
Baghdad.
song
What
in the
the
90s.
fuck?
Oh my god, we're throwing
Yeah,
the
that was
line, boys.
Outkast.
We're throwing the
That was,
line.
yeah.
McLaughlin, how old are you?
I'm in my 30s.
See, look.
Yeah.
Everybody makes fun of
30s
me
is
for
the
being in
new
my
20s,
30s and
okay,
having gray hair.
guys?
Look at this guy.
Yeah, but he
Why are
actually
we
seems
talking
like
about
a
gray hair? What the fuck?
well-established man.
Okay.
He's an adult,
Bubba.
Bubba.
Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
I'm in my 30s.
Come on, Bubba.
I'm not a boomer or anything.
This is all stress.
I bet I could just slip away.
Stress
right
from
now.
what?
I mean,
You
I
don't
can't
do
be a
anything.
20-year-old lawyer, right?
I bet I could just slip away.
I was trying to see whether or not.
I can't just slip away. Whoa.
Doctor.
Can't run away.
Hello.
I'm not running away. I'm just getting some
Hello, Doctor. How
fresher
are you?
air.
What are you doing?
Nothing at the moment. Just staring across the street. Why do you wear a mask all the time?
My face is fucked.
It looks fucked up.
It's fucked up.
Okay.
I've got a bad case of
Thank you.
of C4 to my car.
I apologize that happened to you, Doctor.
He literally drives up to people, tells them to get in his car, trivias them, pays them like $2,000 per question that they get right.
I love trivia.
Oh yeah, we would go
Oh
on
yeah,
nicely.
candles there.
Philosophy type term, I think, or something.
Predetermination.
There you go.
Hey, Miss Machete, is it?
Yeah, hey,
Can I speak with you over
Officer
here?
Steele? Sure. Hey guys, just gonna go talk to one of the officers. Yeah, I don't really see this one much. I barely recognized him. Oh God.
Mrs. Machete, can you come over here?
She already did. Oh, sorry.
Oh, are you not? Oh, I don't see
Oh,
her
yeah,
much,
my
so I
bad.
don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mrs. Machete, could you?
Oh yeah. It's me. I'm Machete, sir. I'm Machete.
I think I'm going to prison. I think I'm
too.
going to prison. Oh God, you think I am too? Fuck, really?
Well, no, honey.
What do you
no.
think?
I think we.
I'm going to prison. No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna die in there.
You're not. Listen, I've got Bailey on board. She said she'd do anything for me.
Okay, all right. Listen, I've been in prison before, and there were some gangs that popped up that I might have led, and I got some people in there that aren't exactly happy about it.
All right.
Okay.
No, but what are we gonna do other than break you out of jail?
I'm gonna have to murder her.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to strangle the guy in his sleep. I'm gonna have to take my thumbs and push him into his eyeballs. Look, it's not good. I got some unpaid debts. I didn't think I figured I'd become a cop and then I could never go back to prison, so I wouldn't have to worry about it. I got some favors that I owe to people.
Is there any favor I can help you out with?
I'm gonna need you to bake a cake with a pistol in it.
Okay.
All right, and I just need you to somehow get that cake into the prison.
Oh, so many cakes to choose from.
My favorite is red velvet.
Red velvet.
But god damn it, I hate that. What's that fucking whipped cream? Not the whipped cream, the fucking
No.
the
Cream
frosting.
cheese?
I hate that shit.
No, you do?
I love that shit.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Oh, I love it. I love the cream cheese, but I prefer the whipped.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm down with either.
And funfetti. I like funfetti a lot too. But more in cupcake form.
Oh, that's really good.
Listen. What's not going to be good is when I'm going to have to do this guy's eyeballs while he's sleeping. Just promise me that you'll wait for me, all right?
I'll wait for you.
Promise me you'll wait for me.
I will always wait for you. My one and only.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. It's really going to happen. We should just run.
happen.
We should just run away right now. We'll leave this life behind us and we'll go on the run. And we'll rob people and we'll live in the desert.
How? What? We're gonna be like Bonnie and Clyde.
We could do it. We could leave right now.
We could do it. We could run.
We could go. We could.
We could.
Let's go.
We could go.
Let's get out of here.
Let's go.
Let's get out of here.
We gotta get out of
Nettie,
here.
stay.
We're going,
Nettie,
baby.
no.
Listen.
No.
Bailey,
Not
we
yet.
have a plan. We have a plan.
Okay, so do we.
We're gonna live in the
protect both
desert
of
and we're
you.
gonna rob teenagers that are hitchhiking.
Okay, not yet. Wait a bit.
It's a good plan.
It is. It's not a bad plan.
All right, listen.
You want to join us?
You're either with us or we're going.
Yeah, we're going.
Listen, Bailey, can you with 100% confidence say that I'm not going to prison?
No.
I'm not taking the chance. You don't know what I had to do in there, Bailey. Have you ever had to start a gang full of Latinos as a black man?
No.
It's
no, I
hard.
haven't.
You gotta do things. You gotta do shit to earn their respect.
We've had to make a lot of hard choices still, and staying here and listening is going to be a hard choice as well. I don't want you to go to jail. I want both of y'all to be happy, but we
Well,
have
I
to
want to
play
make
it through.
the easy choice, loving
No.
Nettie forever. That's an easy
But
choice
you can
for
make
me.
both choices to stay here and love her.
I'm gonna fucking die in there. You don't know what I had to do to people, or what people. You don't know what favors I had to call in. I've been gone for a while.
That's true.
See, you know that I'm right.
Yes, you're right.
I owe a lot of people a lot of favors, and they're waiting. I just figured I'd become a cop, and then I'd never go to prison. I could shoot anybody. Turns out I was wrong. So you agree? We should leave.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why Bailey isn't on
Bailey,
board.
it sounds like Bailey, you're on board.
Nettie,
Alright,
if you leave, you can get in trouble with the court, and I don't want you to lose your job. I want you to keep your job and be happy with Steele. I want you to have both.
We'll have a new job. Full-time
Yeah.
being in love in
Are
robbery.
you okay with not being an EMS if you leave right now?
Absolutely. Oh,
I will support you if
know.
this is the decision you want. I don't think it's the best decision for you in the moment.
Bailey, we're gonna need you to drive us out of
I
town.
need you to drive us out of town.
I need to know that you can do this for me. Just
Listen,
get
I'm
us.
gonna fake a stroke, and you're gonna drive us out of town in an ambulance. You're gonna say that we strong-armed you.
Do you understand, Bailey? This is the only way.
This is the only
Best
way.
boss, I can't do that. I can't cause all three of us to lose our jobs.
You're not gonna lose
You
your job.
would be fine.
You're fine.
I'm not gonna escape with y'all. We can't. No, I can't
No,
drive you out.
No.
We just
We
drive
were
to the
gonna-
border of town. We hop out. You drive back.
You drive back. You drive back. Oh God, what are we doing? Oh, we're trying to corrupt poor Bailey. We're trying to corrupt poor Bailey. What is wrong with
Please
us?
don't make me. I care about y'all too much, but I
She's
don't want
so
to do
precious.
it. No,
I'm gonna jump off the fucking hospital roof.
no.
I'm gonna do it.
It's not over. No.
It's all over. You think that they're gonna look me in the eyes after she lied and said that I beat her and be like, "Go on, then, Steele. Go beat her some more." No. She played her pussy card, and now I'm fucked.
$5 for go.
Goers versus stayers.
Bailey, if we don't break him out of jail, what else are we gonna do?
How long is he looking at?
I think it might be.
The problem is that the issue is that I'm gonna have to murder people in there, or I'm gonna get murdered.
No, you shouldn't have to. Oh,
You don't
Yeah,
know what it's like in there.
I don't want you to have to go in there.
No,
I'm gonna
he's
have
gonna
to-
put his
No,
thumbs.
this isn't
I'm
okay.
gonna have to
eyeballs.
strangle a guy that's sleeping and gouge out his eyeballs with my thumbs.
Oh
my God, no,
that's
no.
what it was.
It's too much. You shouldn't have to hurt people, Steel.
I'm gonna have to. That's what you gotta do in there. That's what you gotta do to survive.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh
And
no.
I'm gonna have to take my turf back. El Loco is coming back. El Loco needs his cigarettes. Damn it, it's happening! No! I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm fucking out of here. I can't. I can't
Wait,
take
Jordan,
this.
if you leave, it'll be worse than whatever happens.
What could be worse
What
than
if you're found not guilty? Or what if you are found guilty and then they put a warrant out for you and it's even worse?
They'll never find me. Check out this disguise.
Wait, what did Nettie?
What?
What the? Jordan?
That's really weird.
Hi, sir. Who
It's
are
me,
you?
guys.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa, oh my God.
It's
This
me.
could work.
Don't ever lose that hat.
So I don't think they'd ever find me. There's a trailer in the desert, okay? It doesn't have a roof. But it has 3 walls, okay? And we could live there, Nettie, and we could start a family, and the family we'll start up a band, okay? And we'll change our names, and we'll get really good, and it will be like the Hansons. You know, the Hansons.
Exactly.
The Hansons' parents were wanted for war crimes. A lot of people don't know that.
$10 for
But
go.
instead, they started a band, and everyone forgot about it.
Wait, really?
A lot of people don't know that. That's true about Hanson. They were wanted for war crimes regarding World War II, okay? I don't want to say what, because it's not great.
But
Well, good for the Hansons. See, they made it work.
But because they ran away!
because I got out of Dodge.
They got the fuck out of Dodge!
The hell out of Dodge.
But didn't it take them like a long, long time after that? Do you 2 want to be alone in the desert, just the 2 of you for that time?
That sounds pretty nice, actually.
You won't be able to tow any
That sounds
cars
better than this shit.
or
That's
arrest any
okay.
bad guys.
I only
or
have to do
anything.
that. I only do that because I have to. Who would ever find us in the desert? Nobody.
Nobody. No, you'd be okay.
Exactly. We'd be fine.
But, Nettie, you wouldn't be able to help people anymore.
All right, fine. Bailey, let me ask you this.
It,
Scale of 1 to 10. How fucked am I?
like an 8.
Bailey, you were
Whether
supposed
he
to
does
change
or
your
not, we-
answer.
Because we was getting ready to go to do some stuff. And
Oh no! Dad. Not Andrews. Bernie Dad. Parking Dad. White Dad. I need your guidance. I need you to tell me what to do. Oh, how the fuck am I supposed to know? I never ran over, so what the fuck is wrong with you? God damn it, that never works! Shit! Fuck! Ah!
He reached a verdict.
Oh, we gotta go.
Hey,
Oh
still,
my god.
he reached a verdict. They just called us back in.
Okay, it's now or never. It's now or never, Nettie. She's gone.
Oh,
She
man.
Okay. Chips.
Yeah?
Chips, I need you to tell me right now, what should I do?
Well,
Should I face the music or should I go live in the desert?
Well, I mean, you know, you don't know yet.
But when I do know, it's going to be too late. You know
Oh,
what?
Al?
McLaughlin has a plan and everyone's saying that he's good. I'm going to trust him.
Okay.
Well, it's got to be a bad sign. Not the brave walk. We are brave. Jordan Steele. Hello.
Hey, Jordan, we're ready for your acquittal.
Okay.
Come back in.
All right.
Oh, gosh.
Loves the infantry.
Yeah, and we all know what makes the green grass grow.
Your
The
shit.
blood of our enemy.
Hell poop.
McLaughlin, don't talk that triple deuce shit.
Yeah, please don't. Stop.
Roger. How you feeling, Jordan?
Did I get the answer wrong?
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
Your dad would be
I'm gonna
very
have a heart
disappointed in you.
It's
My
okay,
dad was
bud.
never infantry or army.
Yeah, but you should know.
How would I know
I
that?
believe everybody's back in the courtroom.
Army's gross.
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution ready.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Through this entire murky mess, after deliberating for quite some time, I've come to my conclusion. Jordan Steele, are you ready?
Stanton, my friend, I'm ready.
What the fuck?
For the charge of felony hit and run, your vehicle was there, and through testimony from Miss Jean Steele, having to talking to her, and the medical report that is presented, and Officer Tucker testimony being given, run, and I'm gonna find you guilty of reckless endangerment at this time.
Wait, what?
With that being said, good sir, you will be serving the full fine of the charges. Okay.
Your Honor, I
Now-
hate to interrupt. We only heard the reckless endangerment. I didn't get a ruling on the first charge.
You're gonna be guilty. Guilty for both charges is what I said.
What's your plan?
I'm sorry.
What's your
Guilty
plan?
for both charges is what
Just
I said. Can you hear me?
relax, I got you.
Okay. With that being said, you will be serving the full fine at this time. For the remainder of the jail time, I'm going to be ordering that you take at least 2 hours of driving school with Miss Tessa Lamb as soon as possible.
Oh, all right.
This is going to be my conclusion. You will take 2 hours of driving school with Miss Tessa Lamb.
Damn, I kind of.
Your Honor, may I speak about the sentence?
No, that is my sentencing at this time. And also after those 2 hours. Oh, before I didn't even mention it. The jail time that you're going to be getting. Someone give me the jail time for both of those charges, please.
25 months, Your Honor.
25 months. You're going to be serving 10 months in the Boulderbrook State Penitentiary. And you're going to get 2 hours of.
You're sentencing me to death, Stanton! They're gonna fucking kill me in there! You're fucking sick! You might as well give me the chair!
Calm down.
You're
calm
sentencing
down.
me to fucking death! I'm a cop.
If I may,
They're gonna fucking kill
Calm
me
down.
if they're dead.
You may.
You might as well just give me the fucking chair.
Let me talk.
Just put the fucking gun to my head right now. They're
Let
gonna
me talk,
fucking kill me.
Your Honor, I respect that your mind's made up in the sentence. I just I have to do my job as an attorney here. I would we already have classes set up with Dr. Cross and with Miss Talia for mental health treatment. I'm afraid for my client's safety in Bolingbrook, and I would like to ask, instead of the 10 months, we have court-ordered mental health treatment. We will provide you with proof of this, with proof of graduation from a program when it's finished, proof of attendance. And I'm afraid for his life in there. This is the most active cop by far in this city. He has many enemies in there, sir. And mental health treatment will help way more than doing 10 months in the jail. We need our warriors on the streets. We need our soldiers in the field. And I believe that Mr. Steele, court ordered by you to get his head right, will do way more for this city than 10 months in jail.
Your Honor, can I say something?
I didn't hear you. If you're talking, you may say something.
Oh, thank you. I was just waiting for your response. Your Honor, we in the District Attorney's Office respect your ruling as you have said. I think 10 months is actually perfectly reasonable. We have the Department of Corrections to protect inmates in there.
Oh, is that right?
Wait, what?
Yes, and that's something the defendant would be familiar with, as they are, they are kind of an offshoot of them.
That's not even fucking true.
The OC
Why don't you
can't
sentence
even
her to
protect
fucking 10 months of learn how to be a fucking human class? Fuck you, bitch! And you, fuck all you guys! You're trying to fucking kill me! That's what this whole thing's a ploy! This whole thing's a ploy by that fat bitch to get me killed before the divorce hearing so she gets all my shit!
It's okay.
This whole thing's a fucking ploy by that fucking whale over there!
Jordan,
That's all this fucking is! Don't you fucking touch me! Don't you fucking touch me,
I'm
you
doing what
son
I'm
of a
told,
bitch!
sir. I'm doing what I'm told.
Hey, don't you fucking touch me! I'm gonna start swinging!
Stop.
Nettie to Arizona!
Mr. Steele,
To Arizona, Nettie!
Rogers, no, do not do that.
Get me out of here! Get me out of this fucking prison!
Jordan.
Get him, Roger.
Stop.
That's
Jordan,
gonna fucking kill me in there!
Stop.
They're gonna kill me in there! I'm gonna die!
Stop. Relax.
I'm gonna fucking die in there!
Let's stop.
They're sentencing me to death! They're giving me the fucking chair! They're giving me the chair!
Jordan, you're gonna be okay. Let's go back in there. Calm. Not in handcuffs. No taser
We're gonna
probes
get
in
this
you.
expunged. There will be no conviction on your record.
Let's
Okay?
go.
There ain't gonna be no record. There's gonna be an obituary, not a fucking record.
You're not gonna get hurt.
All right. Okay. You know, fine.
Let's go back in.
Fine. Go to jail with you. I'll go
Fine.
fucking jail with you and be 10 months with you.
No, it's fine.
Jordan, I want you to
I don't
apologize
wanna see
to
you
Miss
putting a
Odessa,
taser on a
okay?
cop in court like that again, okay?
Okay.
He's welcome.
Apologize to Miss Odessa.
Who?
Excuse me? What the fuck?
The DA you called a bitch. You're sorry, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Put it on my tombstone. Jordan Steele, he was sorry.
All right.
We apologize, Your
All right.
Honor. He does need that anger management. I think we just witnessed this job. I bet you 80% of police officers have PTSD. And he got this way by serving the citizens of this city. And this is what we owe him, is to help him get his head right, sir.
What a guy. What a lad.
That's strong.
At this time, everybody that is the gallows can be emptied at this time. We will be talking in private about what's going to be happening with Mr. Steele. Cross, you can stay.
Be cool. Be cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
I would hope you wouldn't.
I can get this expunged, Jordan. It's all right.
Turn me into a fucking drug mule.
No, I need you. We need you on
I'm
the
gonna
street.
do the
We need you
drugs too.
protecting.
I'm gonna become a fucking drug addict.
Jordan, calm down.
I don't need a medic. You can go. Get out of here. I'm not going to die. But my blood pressure is up.
Okay, I'm just gonna stand by then.
Okay.
Drink some water, Your Honor.
Splana and Counselor from the other side and Cross, come up here, please.
Okay.
Shouldn't I be up there?
Jordan, it'll be okay.
You don't know.
I do know.
None of you know. You don't know what I did.
Then you're gonna have a good time.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not
This is
wrong,
your
though.
fault. This is all
No,
you
it's
enforcers'
not,
fault.
Actually.
Hey, Jordan.
Don't make it worse.
All right. You know what? All right, fine. You know what? Maybe it's my fault. No, that can't be it. It's Jeed's fault.
There you go. Not make comments like this while you're in here. He's making a decision.
All right. Okay, fine.
You want something favorable to happen. Just keep your fucking lips shut.
All right, fine.
And you already wore the parking vest in here. You couldn't draw any more attention to yourself if you wanted.
Well, I'm not the one on trial, so it's all Gene's fault.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
This has been some good roleplay.
Full time, Your Honor, if he doesn't pass the program. We're fine with that. I'm just trying to get this man, get his head right, get him back in the street, protecting these citizens. If he doesn't pass.
It's nice seeing you take this very positively. I said it from day one, man. I will ride this fucking character to the fucking bottom of the ocean, but that's exactly it. I'm always going to play the character. Alpha.
The fuck?
Therapy to fuck Talia?
Jordan, I want to apologize for pulling the taser on you.
It's alright, you're just doing your damn job. Damn.
I understand.
Damn. Jordan Prison can investigate the place and help the corruption.
Your Honor, I think we owe it to him to try to help him get.
That's
his head
not
right.
what's going to
We ask
happen.
him every day, do terrible things and try and protect us, so we can go out to the lawyers' club and drink our beers and live in silence, trying to not to see this. And what he's experienced has pushed him to this, and I think it's our duty.
We get
to help
shanked
him get
inside
it
what
right.
we do. I'm not gonna say perma because then anyone would just fuck, like, hour one, someone would be trying to do that shit. It all depends on what happens, man. I don't know. If some random guy runs up to me that I've never interacted with and stabs me, no, I'm not gonna fucking perma. One hour of the 10 minutes? No, I'll stay in that fucker for a week. I'll stay in that fucker for a while. But we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna say like, oh, see what I want one way or another, you know. I don't really, unless it's like murder or something that makes sense. But here it just doesn't make sense. Is that allowed? Yeah. DOC will force you out. I mean, 10 minutes isn't actually 10 months. Let's be real.
All right. After talking with all the lawyers here, Mr. Steele, this is what we have come to. You will be going and getting mental therapy from the counselors over there at the Pillbox Hospital. It is a minimum requirement of 7 sessions you are to take. And once they give me the okay or the certificate that you have passed these said sessions or the said treatment, you're gonna be low and clear. But however, if you are to fail this program, you will be sent off to the Bolingbrook State Penitentiary for the 25 months that is to be allotted. You are also for 1 hour a day to ride with a senior officer. Snow, I'm sure you can make this happen, correct?
I mean, Jordan's direct command is Assistant Chief of Police.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Metzger,
ask why he has to ride with the senior officer. That sounds like a PD decision.
Okay, well, just to make sure this was recommended by Cross can talk to you.
Yeah, I asked if they could drive with a senior officer for 1 hour a week.
Y'all can make it.
So you guys can see if he's doing okay with the
But
sessions.
We'll talk after.
The 7 sessions is not negotiable, and the 2 hours with Tessa Lamb and the driving school is not negotiable. This is going to conclude these proceedings, and this case is going to be adjourned at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you,
You're
Your Honor.
welcome.
I mean, prison would have been cooler.
Did you get that?
I am in a fucking prison. I'm in a mental prison.
Hey, Jordan.
We're gonna get you right, bud.
Good night.
All right.
All right.
I have anxiety.
I mean,
Everybody has anxiety.
I have anxiety.
Jordan,
you got
you pass
professionals
this,
you
and
can
there's
speak
no
to.
conviction. Okay.
Okay. All
All right,
right.
have a good one.
You're just gonna
Thank
you're
you.
gonna take these classes, pass this. There'll be no conviction. You're gonna continue protecting us.
Okay. Appeal these charges, right? Can we do that?
Well, if you pass this, there's no conviction.
Learn how to
no, you've been
protect us
convicted.
from your anxiety.
No,
Jordan,
did you
because
hear
it's
the- did you
7
hear the judge?
sessions, it's not going to be just Holly. You're going to have to fucking deal with me too.
Oh, so there is a conviction.
I'm gonna have
on
to
Jackie,
fuck
Your
you
Honor?
too.
No.
That's
If you go anywhere
Okay.
near my ass, I'll kill you.
All right.
Oh shit.
Fine. That'll sound
Yeah,
great.
we'll get this expunged, Jordan. Just gonna relax for a little bit. We'll get it expunged.
Yo,
It'll be
make sure
fine.
y'all get the fine on him and everything.
All right. Okay.
Get the fine
All
on
right.
him, and y'all are
Fine.
good.
Fine. Fine.
He can find
Whatever.
half Gene because. Never mind.
No, good on you, Steele. You showed up to a court case. That's
Wait, Kevin,
positive.
are you also representing his
Oh, that's
divorce?
funny.
deal.
I've
Yes.
showed up to more bench
Yeah,
trials
I
than
am
you ever
also,
fucking have. How about that?
His divorce attorney.
Nice.
I was at a really good bench trial today. Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Really good.
All right, Jordan. I'm gonna ask you as a sign of good faith. So, Cross is happy, the court's happy. Just 1 hour a week, ride with a senior officer.
Okay. All right.
I don't care who.
Okay.
Just a senior officer doesn't have to be an FTO.
Okay. All right. All
Just
right.
do it as a sign of good
Holy
faith.
shit, you got off real easy.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'll do it. Once a
Alright.
week. That's easzy. That's nothing.
And I just need an email from them when you do it, saying they rode with you for an hour. That's it.
Okay. All right.
That's it. I don't even. Just do it as a sign of good faith, okay?
All right.
To improve your position.
Fine.
Hey, you got this, Steele. You're
You'll
so
be fine.
strong and brave.
I got this. Goddamn, I'm brave.
Yeah.
You're a goddamn war hero.
Oh, I sure
Something
am.
like that.
You know, most people.
Yeah,
would've
in
probably
Afghanistan.
ran.
We're on the streets.
Yeah, you almost went to prison. I mean, how many cops can say that?
All right, Jordan. That was
That's
We did what we
So
could.
Kandahar's
cool.
fucking rough, okay?
All right. Okay.
We'll
all
get
right.
this expunged. You behave yourself. All right.
All right. I got this.
You can still be a cop. That was what I wanted.
So my question is, hold on. So wait, he has to do 2 hours of Tessa's driving school, but he can just go right back on duty and just drive around like, all right, fuck it, whatever.
All right, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
In this corner.
I mean, the
Good
judge
night.
knows he's
Just
the,
fucking-
later.
it's-
he's the one the
Hey,
judge
let's
wants
not
protecting.
act-
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking come down on that fucking drift school so fucking hard.
Welcome to Penta Premium.
I'm gonna fuck that drift school up. The jail actually sucks. I think I think any
Hey,
possible
Jordan,
outcome would have been good.
Can I ask you a quick question? Can I get a quote from you on the record? You can have your attorney present if you'd like.
Sure.
Or your attorney can.
Fine. Go ahead.
Can I just get your overall thoughts on how this case went today? I know it didn't go in your favor, but
I respect the judge's decision. I think it's unfortunate. I don't believe the state proved beyond a reasonable doubt that my client committed these crimes, but we are committed to keep the people safe, and Mr. Steele here will keep his job as a police officer.
You know, I'll just say I've seen criminals out there on the street, gangbangers shooting people, get set free for lack of evidence. Here we are, a cop, guy just trying to protect these people. No evidence, no physical evidence, nothing. Just testimony from a guy who's trying to fuck his wife, and then a woman who's trying to fucking take half of his shit. That's it. Apparently that's all it fucking takes. That's all I got to fucking say.
No, I appreciate that. And Mr. Ruffin, can you there was some confusion near the end of what the actual sentencing was going to be.
I don't even know what happened to that guy that was like messing with her. I don't even know if he woke up.
Whoa, Jordan.
Whoa, careful. You might go to prison for hit and run. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Hit and run. Hey, Chips.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. If I wanted to, I don't know. Let me ask you something, Chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it between you and me, though.
Right.
Between us.
Between us?
Between us, Chips.
Yeah.
All right.
Say what you gotta say. I gotta head over to Columbia.
Listen, all right. If
Yeah.
I wanted to find some drug dealers so I could bust them, where would I find them at?
Dealers?
Yeah. I'm trying to bust some drug dealers.
Oh. Well, you know, there's been some people trying to sell some weed.
No.
What?
Well, what about like some pills?
Oh, pills. If I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really seen pills around.
All right, what about coke or heroin or I don't know, whippets?
Whippets? Well,
yeah, or ketamine or hashish.
I'm gonna be honest, I've only seen weed dealers. Haven't seen any coke or crack dealers in a long time. Nope. All clean on the streets. Someone's been cleaning them up.
Fuck. Well, that's good. That's fucking,
yeah, it is good.
It's really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, son.
All right.
Yo, King Jelly, thank you for the 10. Well, hit and run. Time Tick, thanks for the Prime. Really, with the brand new Prime sub as well. Thanks for that. It's gonna do it for me, man. Gotta get out of here. Yeah, good RP tonight. Real good RP tonight. Main server? No. I gotta get out of here. I think that's a good place to end it. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Am I getting up early? I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be on. All right. Yeah, later, man. I don't got nothing to say. We'll see how this affects Jordan. We'll see.